Yo, what's going on, everybody? No, no. Backing out of order today. What's going on, Split? I thought you guys said you're playing World of Warships today. Well, yeah. Some things came up. We're going to do some testing today. As you guys saw that the game had a new patch that came out, quite work quite right. And, well, it's kind of an issue that has to be tested over a long period of time. So we got the developer, let him know what was going on. He pushed us a nice little special branch beta so we can try to test to figure out what is exactly going on. So we're going to get in here and try to make sure we all out for you guys. That way they can get hopefully patched before the holidays. You guys can enjoy digging without having those fatal errors like you guys are having. But we're going to try our best to make sure we can lock it down. We pretty much got it figured out yesterday. Some complications and stuff like that arose, and we're going to do it again. So also on top of it, we're going to go ahead and also keep digging and hanging out and have fun. So we'll be doing a little bit of testing today. So sorry if that kind of breaks your immersion and stuff like that, or whatever you want to call it. But we will just be hanging out, chilling, relaxing, and recording some of these things that happen and digging all out. Thank you guys very much for your understanding today. I know a lot of you guys were excited to play World of Warships today, but we will be playing World of Warships and stuff like that tomorrow, which will probably be my last stream day before holidays, and then I'll be back right after on 26th. So 26th all the way to New Year's and all the way on through into the new year. So thank you guys very much for your patience here today, guys. I know it was kind of a change of plans right off the bat. A lot of you guys, I saw a lot of you guys that loaded up World of Warships. I do apologize. Making sure and helping this game is very important to me and my community and to players and stuff like that, and I want to make sure that we help out the best that we possibly can. So, and we're gonna take small. We're gonna make some progress on the claim. So that's kind of what's going on. If you guys missed yesterday's stream, we actually went down a whole another layer again because these layers are getting smaller, and you can see we have a couple of guys in some of the equipment. Me and Grumpy are kind of just gonna be running trucks today and being more of a support crew. And we're going to let some of these other greenhorns and some of our other more experienced players come in equipment. So I'll be able to read chat a little bit better today. Stuff. So make sure you guys come to the chat. Make sure you guys say what's up. Say hello. Say howdy, howdy. And I think we are currently full at the moment, but you will be messaging Grumpy today in Discord, letting him know that you would be interested in playing. That way he'll jump out and run down if we're looking for players and things. Keep in mind, we are doing a test. These things will pop up and then might not be able to bring you guys in. So, but if anything, we'll try to get you guys after the holiday season. Little green. Oh, also yesterday too. I would like to apologize if maybe I said anything that might have been a little bit truce or weird or anything like that. I was on a lot of pain medication because I just had a surgery an hour before I came on to start streaming. So, made you mad or offended you or something like that was not the intention. I just kind of want to get that out of the way right now. I was pretty much using stream as a way to cope with not just sitting there in pain and stuff like that. So I'd rather get on and play. I really do appreciate your guys' understanding and stuff like that for that yesterday. So, and honestly, it really did help. It helped a lot get through all of that. It was an extreme amount of pain. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. Got one spot, I think. We'll see what's up with Grumpy. We'll Grumpy run that today. Dopey, you just relax and mod chat and hang out. Dopey's back starting her. She's been real busy lately, so Dopey's taking a couple days off here from manager type stuff. Right, so good day, young fella. What's up, Bungle? Go, man. What's up, Thomas? What's up, Gary? Yeah, jump into Discord and DM Grumpy and down through if you have a spot. Oh, that's right. That's right. Spence, we are full right now. Spence is there. Thank you very much for I'm gonna go ahead and jump in with these guys because I mean there's not much to really run down. We were just here yesterday rocking it out. So kind of give you guys a little bit of what's going on. This and that. Here, that's going on. You guys know how it is. Hopefully everyone's having a great day on Twitch. Vertical as well. Welcome guys. Hopefully you guys are doing well. A lot of you guys are really busy, so let's see. Yeah, let's get into it. A lot of stuff going on. Lots of stuff going on here. All right, let me hop in with the fellas and get to hanging out because it's gonna be a long test today. Yo, what's up, everybody?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Who do we got today? Who's our greenhorns? Who have we not met today yet?
First time caller, second time.
Yeah. What's up, Dennis? Welcome all the new players that are coming in today and the old OGs. Grumpy, did you find out what was going on over there with that? Or what's the verdict?
Sorry, drop trommels are not dropping dirt. They're passing it through.
It's passing through, but not dropping dirt.
Yeah.
Is it so the dirt is just passing through the system, or?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, can you start a live log for the reports?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know if you guys changed any of the parts out, but some of those 45s or the belts are showing red for me instead of green like last night.
I changed out some parts. I was picking them up, trying to see where the problems were at.
Okay, so the drop trommels are just not dropping material.
Yeah.
Can we? And sorry. Oh. Okay. Yes. So dirt is just passing straight through. Okay. So that is one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's just report it as we go. That way we can have Christian and those guys get a really nice bug fix, hopefully before the holiday, before they go on their break. We need the devs to take some relaxation too, guys, and hit that. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, some things get crossed over and things like that. So get ironed out today and on and. That's passing straight through. Down here is passing straight through. So we're going to have to make sure we watch the box today, huh? Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Also going to be testing my stuff. Let me go ahead and bring up my... Okay, I'm at a really good memory thing as well too, Grumpy. So I'm at 3 point... I'm at 3.3 and then it spikes to 3.7. Or sorry, 7.7. I think that's
spikes to 7.7.
Yeah, so I'm at 3.3 and then it's spiking. Let me try to figure out what's going on. Wasey, go ahead and dig. Go ahead and dump Wasey when you're there, and I'll see if it spikes. Probably when somebody dumps. No, it didn't. It didn't spike there. For some reason, it was spiking to 7 something, 7.7 for randomly when I was running around over there. Oh, did it again. Not sure what's causing that spike though. Spikes up to 7.7, then it goes right back to 7.3.
So it's staying at 7.3.
No, it's not staying at 7.3. It only spikes for a second, and then it goes right back down to 3.3.
Okay, it goes from 7.3 to 7.7.
No. Right? It goes from 3.3
to
7.7.
I just want to make sure I'm recording it correctly.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is. I can't pinpoint it. It's not the dumping. It's not the scooping. So, yeah. So I reinstalled the game and it's been stable in the roller and single player with no fatal crashes. But I've also ordered 32 gig of RAM, getting my new CPU fitted for Christmas. Heck yeah, man. Well, that's good. Maybe it was something just with the files that wasn't an issue with crashes there. Wasey's always a greenhorn. Wasey was permanently a greenhorn.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Third person gives an amazing perspective on the game. Yeah, it does, especially the drones as well too. Ahoy, Brian, what's up, man? And yeah, that's good, Bungle. Good to hear. I'm not sure. I can't pinpoint why it's spiking like that, and it doesn't do it. Try to get a good camera run around. Nothing.
Let's see the jaw crusher working right. I was just looking at somebody else's reports there, and they're saying they're...
Wait a minute. Were you hammering anything and removing anything?
When you were having spikes, no.
Okay. Oh. Oh, we had liftoff.
I was looking at somebody else's reports. I suppose they're saying they're having leaking from stuff, but I'm not seeing that.
It could have been fixed in this version that we're on. Oh, we have a cleanup here.
Yeah, he did say that was on live, so maybe that was.
Yeah. That was on live.
But we didn't see that yesterday either, so that's interesting. I'm not sure why we'd be seeing different things. But if we were seeing leaking from the jaw crusher, we would have.
I think I know what it
stuff up here on our
is.
pad.
I think I know what's spiking the memory real bad. The GPU culling is spiking it really bad. Because it's when I move my camera and you see the clip in the texture, because it's not loading fast enough and there's some weird hang up when it. Yeah, some weird hang up. So, you know that something doesn't generally load behind you, right? With GPU culling.
Yeah.
So it's whenever I turn too fast and someone's dumping or scooping it, it spikes my memory to double. But then it goes right back down immediately. So it's probably something with the GPU culling clipping. It's not really like, it doesn't cause me lag or anything like that, but I can imagine if there was already something problem happening on top of it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways. So the wash plant is running. This is the only thing. It's just the drop trommels aren't dropping dirt.
So it seems to be, yeah. Jaw crusher.
Who placed all the barriers? Could it be placing too many items? No. We've had saves with, one of my saves has over 22 million objects placed and it doesn't cause any this game actually has very good performance on placeable items. One thing they've done extremely well, actually. Oh, okay. Spiked up there and stayed for a little while. I jumped into this truck. Not sure what it is. It could be anything. It could just be the game in general.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Can you open up Can you open up yours and see if yours is spiking too as well?
Yeah.
It also could just be because I'm the host. And so
yeah, I think it's probably because you're host more than anything.
Here, wait. See, I'll move to the side because these smaller trucks are harder to hit. That way you can. I'll move like this up against the wall for you.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any kind of spiking issues or anything.
It's probably something to do with the host.
Yeah.
No, it's not the dumping. I could visually notice when Wasey came in and they were both dumping at the same time. It only went up like a tad bit. It's something else that's causing it to double spike as the host. But it's still not common to cause a problem. Ginger gonna snap. Love the name, man. Thank you much for that sub. Appreciate that.
See if I see anything with calling or anything going on. No, it's rock steady for me.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a little bit of fluctuation, but nothing.
Yeah, minor fluctuation within a couple megabytes is not a big deal, but when it doubles, kind of it's not alarming because I am the host, right? So
yeah, you're pushing a lot of data and having to process a lot of data.
But that could be the problem that a lot of people are having being the host, saying that they're lagging extremely bad. Because imagine if somebody didn't have 128 gigabytes of memory.
Yeah, if they're low on memory with all their other apps running, yeah.
And then it spikes up to thing and it caps out their memory. That could give them a really bad, gnarly lag spike.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna.
Here, let me. Sorry about that.
Files and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would destroy my laptop.
Yeah. And it only goes there for a second. So maybe that's when it's pulling more packets, possibly.
Maybe.
Hey, look, the trucks do the squat again.
I'm noticing stuff drop out of the end of the conveyors too now.
Oh.
As a client.
Yeah, I didn't see that yesterday up top.
Okay. That is working now, because we did do a big report last night, guys. There is going to be a lot of stuff that's a little rocky. Sorry if we're very test orientated today. Like I said, today is a special stream. I actually would consider this as a bug hunt stream. Was what it would be. So often we do this for the developers. We'll do a bug hunt stream where if something needs to get done, hurry. They'll push something to the beta, and then we'll jump in and we'll test. Right. So, was this mainly just pay dirt? Dirt.
Mainly dirt, I think.
I was gonna say I'll dump it in the dirt cellar, but well.
Yeah. It doesn't
No
matter.
selling dirt. I mean, Christian's probably working right now, so he might actually be able to hotfix certain things on the fly until we find out. But if we close the test, then we're kind of screwed. We're trying to go for that
Well-
big memory leak, fatal error, right? So
Could you try popping the trommels out for new ones?
he already did.
Oh,
Yep, already picked them up, put them down again.
It's got to be something to do with the multiplayer, Grumpy. It has to be.
Yeah.
Making it spike like that, because me just playing and driving around, my computer's not even phased at all. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm all right. Okay. Also getting 2 new monitors as well. Dude, awesome, dude. Heck yeah. Getting some nice upgrades there. Graphics card, memory, monitors.
Hey, Overlord, do you see the conveyors here underneath this, or?
I do. They're green conveyors.
Yes. Okay, good. But you can
Okay.
you can just drive around them and over top of them now. The only reason people were backing up to them before is because of the, like, if they wouldn't fall into the hole because they couldn't see the conveyors for some reason. So.
Understood. Was treating it like real.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Have you had conveyors, etc., become invisible for the game client as well as MP? Yes. That's actually what Grumpy's actually talking about right now. Is that so? You don't got to overstuff the trucks. We have enough driving today, so I'll bore and pull out of there, and I'll pull this truck sideways and try to pull in sideways for him, guys. It's a little easier for them to load. Easier hitbox to hit.
I thought the 300s were easier to get from the back.
Either way, I mean 300s are okay, but
That's strange.
What?
The dirt dropping issue is back now for some reason. I'm not seeing dirt drop out of the conveyors where I was before.
I wonder if it's because I was close to it.
I don't know. It's strange.
Yeah, I can't pinpoint this spike either. I'm trying to time them as well.
But it looks like the distance from the drop distance from the trommels fixed because stuff was coming out of the first conveyor. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that because we do have a minor spike, but and the memory is starting to climb, Grumpy, because you know what I'm thinking is the issue trommels and stuff like the hopper something's holding data somewhere and it's hanging because I started the stream at 3.3 now it's already climbed up to 4. And it's staying at 4 now. Every time it spikes, it stays up a little higher every time. That never used to happen, so. Had you bring your computer in here so you could have played from bed? If I was to estimate, it's probably going to take, yeah, about 4 hours for it to build up to that point where then all of a sudden it is causing a normal.
Yeah, something I think we should probably test sooner than later is I think I'm going to disconnect and see if I have any trouble after I join back in.
Yeah,
You're already
you could
starting
probably
to see the memory leaks.
If we're already
So.
starting to see the memory leak, yeah. Many people don't know this, but burgers are good. Burgers are great. I like burgers.
We'll be right back. Oh, fatal error to exit.
Fatal error on exit,
Yeah,
but are you going to fatal error on reconnect?
yeah. Good, interesting question. All right. get this stuff together first.
Just got the game. Any advice? I would definitely say to jump into obviously a single player, to jump into a creative world where you have a lot of money and go through all your controls one equipment type at a time. So excavator, rock truck's pretty self-explanatory, loader's pretty self-explanatory. But change all your controls immediately to something that you know already from another game that you're comfortable with and stuff like that, right? So that way you'll have a little bit easier of a time when it comes to, well, the digging and things like that, right? So that would be my recommendation on that. Yeah, it's given me a good spike here when I'm driving this rock truck full. And then it spiked up to 7.77 again. It's always 7.7. Yeah, sorry, 7.35. It's always 7.3. And now it's spiking, goes down. It went from 4 gigs to 4.15. And every time it spikes for a long duration, it stalls and holds that memory leak. So it could just be from the digging. It could be from the hoppers storing material. It could be from a lot of things. But it's constantly happening. It's timing. But I'm not lagging. Right? So no lag for me. My stream's not lagging. There's nothing anywhere there. No weird stall spike. I'll take the trip all the way up in there. Sorry for the questions. You don't ever gotta be worried about questions. Also, too, keep in mind today is a testing day today, so we'll be kind of talking a little bit more about like the mechanics of how things are working and stuff like that. Because we're trying to. Today's what we typically would call a bug hunt stream. So we're watching performance and connection and things like that, right? Recording. Bill, thank you very much for that sub as well. Welcome. What is the name of this game? It is Out of War. You can get it on the Steam store. It's actually currently on sale with the winter 25% off, isn't it? Yeah. And don't forget the deco pack is also amazing. That's how you get all these cool little rock features and things like that, right? So yeah, something
goes on sale 25% off too.
Yeah, everything's on sale, guys, for Out of War right now. So if you are sitting there on the fence about buying this game, don't hesitate. Don't waste the opportunity to get it on sale. Definitely pick it up.
Yeah, it's definitely a memory problem because it's crashing in TDLL.
So you can't get back in already?
No, I did a cut and paste a minute ago, and I had the paste information from the crash.
Yeah.
You know how it does sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's access violation, and it's in.
So it's probably the
kernel.
texture. It's probably the new textures. Because typically when you get an access violation, it's typically a texture loading issue, and it's probably. You know what it probably is actually. I think we actually hit upon it yesterday. When the state of the bucket changes to the different textures, I think that's why I'm seeing the spikes.
Could be. It's easy enough to test. Pretty simple there.
Yeah. So I'll have you jump into a front loader when you get back in, and we'll give it a little whirl.
Hold on. I was looking at 1,000 things going on here.
Because it always seems to be happening it happens more frequently when somebody's digging and or dumping, because the bucket changes really fast if you have multiple things in there, because the dispersion of what's in the bucket changes the texture, right, on the dump. So sometimes when you're dumping with the front end loader, you'll notice if you went through multiple different types of material, it'll change rapidly.
You're trying to come in.
I mean, also too, think of it this way as well. Most developers do not let their testers do these type of things. So Christian and those guys are very open and transparent about their game, and they just want a very good experience for the players, and they work very hard as a small team. And I really do appreciate that, because as a content creator, I wouldn't have been able to stream today and do this, but we needed a wide amount of players to test this stuff, right? So they worked real hard and got a little patch out real quick for us on the beta, That way we could test this. So it just lets you guys know the developers are on it, man. They want this game work for you guys, you know what I mean? But they also want to advance the progress of building the game. So I said, Christian, those guys do a great job for a small indie dev team, and they are truly an indie team. Like, they're not like a AAA team that hides as a development team and they got 40 employees and things like that, right? So
Yeah, a lot of development teams are trying to push the narrative that if you don't have a publisher, you're an indie.
no. It doesn't matter if you have a publisher or not nowadays, because content creators and social media can push games to stratosphere. And for me, I find to be what I distinguish a development team is if you got X amount of employees. Doesn't matter if you have a publisher or not. If you have a huge amount of people working on something and you have multiple divisions working in your studio doing different things, even working on games, that makes you not an indie development team. In my eyes.
Yeah, that's kind of how I see it.
Yeah. Hopefully this isn't boring you guys and taking this, taking away from the thing.
It's a necessary process.
Yeah. I appreciate your guys' patience. We're nerd talking it today, dudes. It's a nerd talk. We were just playing World of Warships today, but this is important. This is important. This is a game that I love, and I know a lot of you guys love too as well, and you guys just want to, you know what I mean? Help out. So I really do appreciate your guys' help, and I know the developers do as well too. Yeah, because right now, Grumpy, we are 31 minutes in, and I've already went up a whole gigabyte in memory leak. Can anybody else tell me if their memory has rose since they started playing as well too? Or is it just the host? Not too deep. The Belrog's incoming.
Well, it kind of would relate to GPU calling too, because you're going to get calling when the textures change in the bucket too, wouldn't it?
Well, GPU calling only really takes effect when you're not looking at something.
Camera.
It's anything that your camera can't see, right? So GPU calling technically, it's only what your view distance is, right? Or your view in the camera's frame.
Hey,
Oh,
Grumpy,
you good, Bungle?
Were those drop trombones spinning for you at all?
Yes, they were.
We're on
Fatal
North American server.
Fatal error.
You failed aired already, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Interesting. Very interesting. You already fatal aired.
Yeah.
Bungle, you're up to date and everything like that, right? Or was it Grumpy? Can you get a couple reports on that? That thing happened sooner than we thought.
Yeah.
So I only rose up to, I'm at 4.7 right now on my memory. So it's actually happening way sooner than we thought. Way before the shuttering and the clipping. Okay, yeah, 1 second here. We're gonna do a couple tests if we have time for everybody here real quick. And then what we're gonna do, Grumpy, is since this is happening early and we're already getting the fatal errors, which is what they need, maybe we jump over to a new map other than this one and we test it as well too, because we gotta test to see if it's just this map or not.
Yeah. What do you see your memories at the moment? I'm just trying
It's at 4.7, and it still spikes to 7.3 every time it spikes. It's always 7.3 when it spikes. Cummins powered. Thank you much for that, man. Welcome. If anything, we'll just jump onto we'll jump onto the big quarry map.
It'd probably be actually better off to start on a clean map.
Oh, you want to do a clean? You want to do a clean?
The testing wise, it makes more sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. We'll jump onto a clean map. On a bunch of equipment, run around and be degenerates. See if the spikes are happening or whatnot. It could just be this map. It could, you know what I mean? So it could be a certain thing on certain people's maps that cause the issue. So I want to make sure we get a little bit of a thorough testing. So I said, thank you guys very much for your patience today and your help. So.
All right, I got those 2 crash reports. You say you want me to try again? Okay, hold on here.
Try again and see. Just give a couple variables. You know what I mean? Like a couple things to see if they can take them and put them together and see if there's something that's exactly hitting. Just one might not be enough, so let's get a couple.
Yeah.
Who knows how to send their crash reports in relatively fast? It's in here playing right now. That way you can send them into. We're gonna have you zip it and send it to Grumpy.
This is Born. I have no idea.
Okay. Zeph says they can. Can we get, once Grumpy gets one more crash report, can we get you to disconnect? And then we'll get your crash report logged too. Here in a second. And then we'll get a couple crash reports built up and then we'll see what's going on. So it doesn't take 4 hours. It like less than 30 minutes. But it could have, but this is a new build. This could have been something they tweaked, try to fix what was happening. You know what I mean? So who knows? It could have taken 4 hours, but they could have fixed something and now it's worse. They could have tweaked the knob the wrong way. You know what I mean? Sometimes that happens. Tweak the knob a little bit to the left and see what happens. Well, didn't do that. We'll go back to the right a little bit. So.
All right. I really need multiple monitors anymore. There's one laptop screen going up.
Why is that front loader was loading like it looks like he was driving on ice? Because for some reason for Giant, when he's in his thing, it has an issue with him. It's ping or something weird. And all the equipment only drives at like 3 miles per hour and it looks weird. You see me move my camera a lot looking for a ball or a shutter, so.
Yeah, remember guys, I mean, if you know, on the main screen of Halo 4, it still says multiplayer is technically still beta, so.
Yeah, multiplayer is still beta, that's true.
They're still working on it.
That's something's definitely back up again, Grumpy, because I'm starting to get that tick now. And the memory's climbing faster. It's at 5 now. No, yeah, Giant just has an issue. It's some issue with the game and multiplayer for him. All the equipment just drives super slow. You can see the shutter now, Grumpy, even when I'm lowering this down.
Yeah.
You can see the stall. But the memory's not spiking, though, when I do that. I think it's because the memory hit a certain point, and it's just the game engine's going. See that? You can see it in the... And even just raising and lowering the bed. And right now my memory and my CPU and everything like that, my CPU usage is only like 48%. My memory is only 43. My GPU is only 60. Some's definitely up with the... What's up, TJ? Yeah, we're in testing mode. We're on the beta branch trying to get this memory leak figured out. and getting new crash logs and everything like that, so the devs can pinpoint it and figure it out. Hopefully get a hotfix out for you guys here soon before Christmas and stuff. If not, they're gonna have to wait until after the holidays. So we're trying to get in here and get this done. Get in here and get it going. It could be a lot of things. It's hard to tell without knowing exactly what it is. So we'll leave that up to the devs, right? So
Yeah, we don't know everything they've changed. So.
yeah, we don't know everything they've changed and stuff like that. So it's it would just all be speculation. So it's probably nothing major, because it's only affecting the host, it seems. Right? And it's something they've changed within the last live version, because this wasn't happening before this update. So
Fatal error again.
you fatal errored again? Okay. Totally understandable. Going back to lurking and working. Yeah. We'll be flipping around to a couple different saves. We'll also be showing you guys some saves too today. So we'll get a little bit of a nice little stream today. So, and we're gonna let these guys work for a little bit while we get some more data and stuff, and let Grumpy type up some stuff. And I'm sure Christian's already awake or watching. So see what they can come up with and get her moving. Yeah, I'm just watching it slowly climb. So yeah, if I'm doing the math, right, kind of rough math, Grumpy, it looks like it's sitting at 2 to 3 megabytes per, or gigabytes per hour that it climbs up to. After this patch, it seems like whenever this memory leak starts to happen, players that disconnect and reconnect, or when they disconnect after a point when the memory builds up enough, they now start to fatal error when trying to connect to the host. I'm glad to see you're more proactive in fixing the game, unlike Giants. I'm on the dev. We just test. We're me and Grumpy are testers. You know, we just like, for me, I just like it because I love these type of games. If I can help out somewhere, but I've been game testing for 20 years, and you know, if I can help out where I can help out, as well as be a content creator and stuff like that, then that's where I am. But the devs do a great job at communicating with myself and Grumpy and stuff like that, and the other guys. And it's a very, like I said, it's a very small team, and it's good to see them being, yeah, very proactive on trying to get these things fixed. So hopefully they can get it. Hopefully they can get these logs, and we'll get this figured out for them. Do we want to keep going, Grumpy, since we already did that? Do we want to get a couple other logs from a couple of these other guys real quick?
It probably wouldn't hurt.
Because if we can speed run this and get this to Christian before it's super late, they might be able to get it figured out. It might just be something stupid easy. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Like, if we already know the memory leak is there, we already saw that they're spiking. And yeah, it always spikes to 7.3. Always spikes to 7.3. Exactly. What's up, injections?
It has to be when it's loading and calculating its internal database stuff, probably.
Yeah. It's always 7.3.
It has to load it, calculate stuff,
yeah,
and it unloads it.
Okay, so yeah, 7.3. Yeah, 7.3. It's always exactly the same number. It's always the exact same number. That's holding there right now. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. I think it's starting to cause its downfall right now. It went to 7.3. Oh, it went to 7.3 and held there. Then it came back and it jumped up 300 megabytes, and it stalled and jumped up again. We're at 6.3 megabytes or gigabytes as
Yeah,
what it's
so
built up to.
Yeah, so it's something that happens every so often during that process.
And it compounds the
than
problem, and
everybody's-
then it stores it in the
Yeah.
cache. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and get you to disconnect there, Sarah. And let's go ahead and get you to send that crash log over to Grumpy. Once that comes, just zip it and send it to Grumpy. Who else said that they know how to do that relatively quickly? Yeah, it seems to be a multiplayer thing. That's happening right now. So we just have a very large crew. We can get in and do it very quickly. And Christian went in there and put up the thing so we could get this working and figured out, right? So awesome, 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 awesome. Like I said, don't let this deter you from buying the game, guys. This is only something that just happened because of a recent update. So don't let this deter you from the game. Is amazing. This game is out of war and it is on sale. Do not let this deter you. This is live testing. Normally you don't get to see this type of stuff. But we kind of had to have all the people on here to do it. So we're doing like a live bug hunt. The dev's going to try to get this all smashed out before Christmas, hopefully, if they can. So that way all the players can be happy and with their new sale. And if not, they might have to revert the patch. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes that has to happen, right? And if especially if they're going to be gone on Christmas break, it might just be better to revert the patch. And, you know, who knows, right? That's their call and stuff, but we're just here to try to help. So, like I said, I really do appreciate you guys and your patience today and this little pop-up stream that we're doing and everything like that, right? So it's the only way I can gather all the players as fast as we need them, and these guys came to the call and they're here rocking it out. So
Spence made it back. I'm gonna ask him to jump in and try to join to see if there's a difference
between an
you
old
know,
player
somebody-
connecting and a new
Yeah,
player.
exactly.
Okay, thank you very much. If you can find as many variables, let's get him while we can.
All right. So I just sent him a message. Trying to get him to do that, so we'll see it.
Patch 27 has been pretty solid here, no crashes. So it happens for certain people, but it's mainly multiplayer, and it's mainly when also deleting objects and things like that. There is some issues that are there, but it's for the most part it's pretty solid. Yeah, every game crashes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, love the game, no complaints. Yeah, same here. Like, this is all just a part of the process, like I've been telling the community from the beginning, right? Like, you're gonna have little things happen, but it's no big deal. Dev team always does a good job at fixing them, so it's been great. It's always been back and forth. So it's good that the community responds very quickly, and it's up to the challenge to help out the developers when that time comes. And it's always been a good. It's always been a good thing. We've always had really good recourse and response from everybody. So it's awesome. Like I said, you guys, this community's been slaying it, dudes. It's been good.
The thing that worries me about a game is whenever you have a problem like this and you hear nothing from the developer.
That is I think that's where most gamers feel a little torched. Is things like this happen and then they just are like, oh well, we'll figure it out next month. Don't worry, in our next planned update, right? What? So wait, what? We're gonna have a poo-poo? The game's gonna be poo-poo for a whole month? What? That's the kick in the nuts, right? That's not these guys though. So you say this is a bug stream?
Right, here's Spence.
And apologize, but it's a really cool watching the work continue. Just talking about the game. Yeah, exactly. We're still going to continue the work a little bit here for as long as we can. But these players that are disconnecting to try to get these crash logs for us so we can report them, they're not able to come back in. So we're trying to get as much data as we possibly can right now from different players. And we're going to we're writing the report as we're doing it. Right, so... And I'm logging all the stuff as the host as far as performance and things like that go.
Sorry, change.
Hey, New Day, thank you much for that Prime, man. Appreciate that, man. You were able to get back in and run around? You're running or... Nope. Oh, you're moving now. Okay.
Yep, I see him jumping around down here in the bottom.
Keep jumping around. We'll see if you disconnect. Yeah, the haul trucks do exit and fly and stuff like that. There's a weird ground texture popping problem with desyncing, and it okay, so you were able to come back in. Is Spence able to come back in?
Well, everything's normal for me so far. I've just finished fetching packets and I'm just waiting to actually spawn into the world.
Okay. Awesome. Sea Plant Can. Thank you very much for the sub, man. Yes. Yeah, we're pushing a lot of these things. I'm sorry, like I said, normally we'll just let these guys push. We'll let the autosaves happen. And autosaves not.
It does take a while to load in, but that's just how much we've done in this save at this point.
And New Day, thank you very much for that that subscribe. Appreciate that. On Twitch. Or Prime for 2 months. Nope, no flying loaders, but
Yet.
yeah. Yeah. There is a little bit of a you know, we all love physics in video games, right? Bit of a pop and a bang. And so I can't, the thing pops up so fast there. Derfa, I can't
You want me to try again?
Give it a sec, we'll see what happens with Spence, and then we'll see if Grumpy can try to get back in.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be 20 minutes, but I ended up watching the one of the undercards for the Fury fight.
J Bob as well, priming up. Hey, I think Twitch is popping off over here, guys. Shit, that dude. Guys, you guys are awesome. I know these streams are a little weird. You're like, wait a minute, what's going on here, Split? But like I said, the fact that the developer trusts us to do this as a community and stuff like that, and still handle the game with care and try to find these issues and stuff like that, amazing, man. Most devs teams would be like, you show that, you get banned. We're gonna revoke your copy of the game. Like, trust me, it's insane. We've had Christian on the Q&A, what now, like 6 times last 2 years, and it's been nothing but awesome, man. Everything's been fantastic. The guy is generally wants you guys to be happy with his product. So like Brian was saying, he hasn't seen anybody go through a bug list, and I agree. In a while, I haven't seen too many dev teams just smash through their stuff, because most games are built 80% of the way before even testers even get into test. So crazy how the industry really works and how things are doing and like that. But it's been kind of refreshing to see them work.
It says he's okay, so I'm gonna give it another shot.
Canner Rules, thank you very much for that follow as well. Welcome again. Yeah, it could just been maybe it happens on a spike. My memory's building right now. I'm up to 6.
Everything was normal from this side.
Everything was normal for you. Okay, maybe it's an oddity, and it takes, because we were getting guaranteed disconnections last night after 4 hours, and and then the wobble is not as bad. It's just not as noticeable until it probably gets up to that 10 to 15 gigabytes of memory. So there, but you know, I was probably chalking it up to a bit of a pop.
I'm still not seeing those lower trommels rotating.
I'm so happy you're the first person to pronounce my name right. Grumpy.
What?
I need an
Is that even
achievement.
possible for you to name? Not do a name right?
Oh my gosh, man, I need an achievement because I'm the worst at doing names.
I'm actually happy for you.
Oh my gosh, man.
Mr. turd nerd for turnerd, and
Dude, this
bunghole for bungle.
And trying to say my name.
I think what it is, I try to say your name too fast.
Test,
is what it
test,
is.
test. It's great when creators fix games as they do. Just sat here watching and digging my own mind.
Hey, Bungle, dude, thank you much for that donation, buddy, and super chat, man. I mean, hey, if I could do my job as a creator in any way to help a game and play it for my fans and stuff like that, then I find that to be a good day as well, too. So, do that donation, man.
That is what you call a glory hole. All we have to do is get down and dig it. 'Cause that's where money
Achievement unlocked.
Achievement unlocked.
Achievement. What? Stupid. Well, apparently the TTS can't read it. So, let me go move this truck up into the wall. We have people still connecting in and stuff like that. So we're gonna keep going until nobody can connect in, and then we're gonna log the memory problems. That does have a good solid. We can struggle through it though. It's not FPS drop, which is weird. It's not FPS drop. It's just, that's the crazy thing.
Okay, I got the first part of that, Seraph, but not the last.
Is it Leviosa?
Levioso.
You have Overlord coming down. I'll wait down here for you.
Hey, Split.
Yo.
Are the trommels on the lower level rotating for you?
I'll take a look when I get up there. So she hit her head again, poor girl. Yeah, it's like when she says nuts. Sounds like she draws out the nuts part. Nuts. ETS just goes stupid all of a sudden. You don't have any cold pizza left over? No. We don't.
I do.
Fatal error.
You got fatal aired?
Yeah.
Really wondering if save. We just breaking the save in a new way? Yeah, the trommels are spinning. The drop trommels are spinning. Yeah, it's weird because my frame rate doesn't drop at all. Like, it doesn't drop at all, but I get a hard stall. It's like,
I'm gonna try something here.
try restarting your computer, dude. Because Spence came in, Derek came back in. So it's not the memory at this point. So you got those crash logs, right? I do have. I can visually see the memory leak post. And none of you guys right now, can anybody tab out and check your it's been playing the whole time? Are any of your guys' memories elevated versus what it was kind of when we started? In the task manager? Yeah, just go ahead and use the task manager. That'll be fine. I think the reason why I read your name Kaner Rules is that one movie that where it's close to it and it kind of, you know what I mean, spelled that way. So I wouldn't disrespect you and say Kanye Rules. That would have been so not true.
Mine is still the same as what it started at.
What are you roughly at?
40 on the GPU and 50 on the CPU.
The memory usage, it'll say like 6,000 something megabytes or should be around 2 or 3. It should be down around 3 megabytes, around 2 to 3 megabytes, maybe 4. Yep. It always spikes to that, Grumpy. Always spikes to 7365. Always. That's strange. It must mean it's spiking to something that has an allowance, right? If it's always spiking to that exact same number.
You're using the memory bit in Task Manager.
I can't even. Good evening. Let's see. Cope says I can't load game. Mouse cursor is off the menus. Oh. Wow. That's on the current build? Current live build? Is your... Oh, what was that? Somebody was saying that you have to change your resolution on your monitor because something synced off or something like that. I think it's something... So I heard a long time ago. It was a while back. Had to have been like 4 or 5 months ago that I saw that problem in Discord. You guys all trying to seriously figure out how much memory usage is going on right now? Gigabyte form? Damn it, crew. That's okay. You guys aren't used to doing these things. And I do appreciate your guys' time doing these things. Spence is running 17. Try pressing Windows key to enter for Windows key and enter for the mouse issue. It says Zanny here on YouTube. Oh. Windows key and enter. Try that. Also, before you say 3 megabyte LO, not gigabyte for RAM. Yeah, I always. Oh.
Yeah, my task manager memory for the game's cruising at like 29,000 megabytes for this game.
Yeah. I always try to break it down to 3. To 29,000? It forces it to run out of Windows mode. That's true. Yeah, it's spiking at the same number every time. Seems like something has a limit set to it. It's just having an issue. Question for you. Is there much of a use of an excavator when the loaders are available? I mean, the loaders are just far superior. They're mobile, and there isn't any really hard packed material other, that would stop you from not using the loader. If you're trying to move a lot of material, the loaders are going to be one of your best tools because an excavator is limited to its movement, right? So, but you would never do what we're doing in real life with a loader, unless it was like hardcore blasted or something like that, or a big pay pile. But digging in a hard face. Well, that's what I say. We play kind of like 70% realism to 30% arcade. I'm waiting in Discord. We're not sure. I'm not sure who's coming in and who's not coming in right now. Normally I leave that to my mods and my wife, so.
Yeah, I think we're full at the moment.
Yeah, we're full at the moment. And you're still DCing, right?
Yeah, I'm trying my other laptop real quick. I just gotta get the password
Okay.
there on that.
We're still in testing phase, so go ahead and keep on running dirt, guys. I'm curious now to see what happens when it hits that 7.7. That's when the real chaos happens. So Zafara was able to come back in. Spence was able to join, but Grumpy can't join. He's getting fatal aired.
You want me to try to DC?
Drop, please.
In a second, we'll have you guys try again. We're just gonna try one more thing, a couple things here, and then we'll have a couple of you guys disconnect. I'm curious to see what happens when I reach that 736. If that's when the chaos happens, where nobody can connect back in. Because when we were playing, we weren't really noticing because we weren't really in the bug hunting mind. Yeah, I am lag spiking a little bit. You can see the stall happening. And I did test it. It does not happen on single player. So it is something with multiplayer as the host. You can see the little micro stall, right? I reset all my caches. I reset everything, turned my computer off. I did everything to prepare for this. So I have more than enough. I'm not overloading my computer. I have more than enough headroom, so there's nothing wrong there. Auto save is coming in. There goes the auto save. Auto saving. I thought it was my net. No, yeah, micro stalls. Yeah, we get micro stall. It didn't, as you notice, it didn't happen in the beginning of the stream. It only happened once it started. It doubled its. Once it doubled its memory memory, it started doing it. So we know it's spiking. We just don't know why it's spiking. And so something with this new live patch going. Oh, we are on an altered thing to see if it was going to be fixed, but seems like it's still happening, but in a different way. And we'll get it all reported. Awesome. Thank you. Like I said, thank you guys very much for coming in, helping, and still wanting to watch, even though it's a little bit more testing orientated. So appreciate that, guys. And then, like I said again, please don't let it deter you from buying the game. This is just a normal process. Normally, we don't show these type of things because, you know, we don't want to deter people from buying the game and things like that, right? So I don't get paid to say these things either. I don't have any sponsorship deals with the devs or anything like that. I just do this because I love the game and I want to see everybody happy and playing it and stuff like that, like everybody else does. So keep that in mind. I'm not sponsored to say these things. It's just, ahoy, King of the Quarry. Didn't work. My cursor's still off, but just my luck. I haven't played in months and I still can't. Or co-ownership. Right. No. Yeah, I just, as I said, I've always just been for the fans, and it's nice that these development teams like GMS and Out of War kind of let me kind of be like an unofficial community manager / content creator and stuff like that. So mad love and respect to all the devs that I've worked at that let me do things a little differently than everybody else. So the fact that the devs let me do this and stuff like that just shows that you should invest into playing this game because they want a good product for you guys, right? So yeah, if anybody could help Cope out real quick today, guys, try to get him fixed up and working. Greatly appreciate it, dude. This community is great, and there's a lot of people very knowledgeable. So if I don't hit the question, definitely read the chat. We have Twitch, we have YouTube. I think YouTube has a lot more people in YouTube right now from what I've seen, the ratio between typing. Get back. I was curious about the dynamite use. Buddy claimed that when he used the non-deleting, it wiped his smelting queue. Is this a bug or a feature? A smelting queue. I have not seen it or tested for it, but we could definitely add it to the list of things to test and see if it will wipe the queue a little bit later. We're mainly focused on this memory leak at the moment. Faded.
Yeah, I fatal errored on my other system too.
You fatal errored on your. Okay, can we get can we
Split.
get yo?
There is one difference between Grumpy and everybody else in here.
What?
He has Mine Manager. Like you, he's able to buy things. The rest of us can't.
That is a variable. That is something new. Good point. Let's see here. Can we get Zerafoot? Can we get you to try DC again? Disconnect, and see if we can get that crash to happen. We're actually trying to get get them to fatal error. We're actually trying for today. That's our goal for the day. How many fatal errors can we get, and where can we figure out what's happening?
And for the viewer having the problem with the mouse on the screen, the only time that has ever happened to me personally on any game, I've had to change my resolution, and that fixes it.
I think the one time I've ever had that happen, I had to change my monitor's resolution to like 1080p, and then make sure the game's resolution's 1080p. And then that fixed it. So I had to make sure my monitor was exactly the same as the game, like in the actual Windows setting itself. Hey, I found you all. What's up, Nick Smith? Go, man. Dopey, you're not a farm manager. It's not farm manager. You're not a. I don't think we ever have you as a manager on the thing. What he's talking about is the actual roles that save now, the savable roles. So if Zerafa can get back in, what we're gonna test is we're gonna actually test that. I'm gonna have Wacy DC here in a second, and see if he tries to fatal log coming back in. Then we're gonna grab him manager role, and then we're gonna see if his DCs. No, I mean for Grumpy. I can't set the game res because it's out. Do you know what the game resolution's set to? Do you happen to know what it's set to? That way you can change your monitor to that and might maybe sync back up.
True, Dopey, but I think it could be. I mean, it could be that it happens more for me because of that, but I'm kind of doubting it. I think there's something else going on.
Yeah, there's something weird. Something fishy.
I was only thinking that since it's multiplayer, and that would be the only thing that it detects differently right off the bat.
Hey, subject train. Thank you much for the raid, man. Appreciate that, dude. Welcome, Raiders. So I am at almost to the point where it's the same as the peak. Stalling is not any worse, right? There's still that little hard hiccup. All of my 7 monitors are at 1920 by 1080. Maybe try just only doing one monitor and seeing if you can close the game, open it up. What's the command? What is the command to reset all controls in the command console for Steam? You opened up a game. Go to the command console. I just don't remember it off the top of my head. I am on medication today, so that's why Grumpy's logging all of this stuff. Yes, I did have a toe surgery yesterday, and they ripped my big toenail off, and cauterized it, so it's extremely painful. So I'm kind of just like trying to navigate through the what things could be.
That is what you call a glory hole. All we have to do is get down and dig it.
Because that's where our money's gonna be, right there.
Luke.
What's happening to Grumpy is what it was with me last night.
Thank you much for that dono, brother. Yeah, we've kind of narrowed down kind of what it is. We're just trying to get the new crash logs for the devs. Right, so they need a new set of crash logs, and we're also on a new update on the beta. So currently we're on the beta trying to figure this out, so that way we can give them new data so they can find and pinpoint it and fix it. Right, so. Do you mean the Steam Flush config? I'm not sure if that's the one that resets your game to default settings. I believe there's a command. I believe you can also go in and delete your player profile, but back it up first before you do that, Cope. In your out of war folder, you can delete your player folder and your settings folder. You just pull them out and put them into a new folder, and then the game will populate new ones, and then see if you can open the game back up completely. Thank you guys that fixed it. Okay, awesome, dude. W chat. Hell yeah, dudes. Awesome. Thank you guys very much, bros.
Was there
Up and out.
back?
Hells yeah, buddy. You got back as well again? Oh. Oh, what on?
I could give it a try. I got a fatal error on exit last night.
Gonna try something? Okay, we're trying a couple things here. Let's make sure when we try them that we make sure we record the tries, because that's the important thing. We know what happened and why and when. Now we're into kind of like that debugging, figure out what's going on. I don't think any of that stuff is supposed to be changing that faded. I'm not positive on that. Nothing should be changing state in the thing. So if you can recreate the bug, definitely go in there and report that to the developers in the bug report. If something seems odd and it doesn't seem like it makes sense, try it a couple different ways, and if it's still happening, then most likely it's a bug or it's a feature that might not currently be worked out. But it's always good to report it just on the safe side. Right, so with any game that you guys play, especially Out of War. Out of War is like always constantly being worked on and changed at a massive rate. So something could have just got turned off or turned on, whatnot, right? So, and also to let them know what version you guys are on. The version really matters. If you're on the beta or the live, it's completely different, right? So, yeah. Help us out, dudes. Help us out, bros. Oh yeah, it's all however you gotta play, brother. You gotta play, man. You gotta get done what you gotta get done, however you want to do it. Hey, I ain't hating. Everyone can play the game however they want to play. You know what I mean? Like I do it sometimes whenever we're trying to get something perfectly flat, like if we're gonna use the asphalt or something like that. Gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, the game only plays a certain way. We all have to play within its constraints, right? So no one's judging nobody, except for those pesky guys that play with the tunnelers. Yeah, we got a bone to pick. Do I know why we have a bone to pick with them? No clue. But heck with those guys. Oh yeah, this hard stall. Okay, Grumpy, we have passed thing, and the hard stalling is amplified.
Where you at memory wise and stuff?
I am at 3 point. I've passed the 7. So okay, I had just now passed the 7.3 right? And it's fluctuating back and forth, so I can't tell if there's a spike anymore because my memory's built up to the point where it's past that spike. 7 point. Right now I'm at 7.7 point. But everything's acting normal. My FPS is fine, except for even when it stalls. Like when I do this, my FPS does not change. Stalls. Like a micro stall.
7.3 megabytes, unable to see spikes, but notice hard stalling without FPS issues. Okay.
Yeah, so it's equaled that spike range. That's what it is. The Missing Viking, dude, thank you very much for that follow as well. Yeah, and this only happened on this update. Yeah, I can see the players stalling too on the stream.
Yeah.
Like they're micro stalling as well. So everything's micro stalling. It's not an FPS issue.
I'm getting a few stutters now.
Well, as
Well,
I'm
anything-
starting, if I'm starting to stutter, you guys are probably going to start stuttering too, because you're on the host, right? So
One interesting thing we may need to test at some point is see if I can, after a restart, can I get back into?
I think you guys all were able to again. Once we're done with this test,
Yes.
once we're done with this test, then we'll start testing for a little bit of oddities and weirdness. So Therefore, you were able to come back in just fine. Okay.
That's so strange.
But Grumpy is not able to come back in. Wacy, go ahead. Try to close the game completely. See what it does. It's stable. So you're able to come back in regardless. No crashing. No coming back in. No nothing. Okay. Can we get Wacy 1 second here, buddy?
Yep.
I'm gonna promote Wacy just to see. Oh, Wacy. Manager. Wacy. Actually, hold on. Wacy, can
Actually,
you
should do it afterwards.
hold
Yeah.
on, operator? Yeah, operator. Go ahead and disconnect and see if you can come back in. Yeah, see my stall? Once I hit past that 7 megabyte 7.3, I knew this was gonna happen. The stall got drastically worse. And the memory spiking even faster now. Going up at a exponential. Yeah. So
Coming back
whatever
in
they
now?
changed today made it worse, I think. So whatever they changed might have made it worse. Because it's happened after 30. It happened after an hour versus... It took an hour and a half for this to do, when last time it took 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours.
What was
So
interesting is I got the fatal error when I exited the game, so basically I think it was okay. So it'd be interesting to see if he has one.
I never got no fatal error exiting the game.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
I'm still seeing the stuff coming out of the chute up top, Grumpy, that you stopped seeing,
Yeah.
but no trommels are spinning for me.
Okay.
yeah, I see them now too up here when I didn't see them before. I see the little flash coming out. There's Rick. Thank you very much for that follow as well. Welcome, Grant. Twitch is following like crazy today. Twitch is on it. Twitch is like, how dare you tell us that we aren't as good as YouTube? We're fighting back. That's it. Yeah, you can see the stall, right? No FPS drop. It's weird. Like it's maybe not registering or it's coming from somewhere, right? So, or it's happening so fast it's not affecting the FPS counter that I have running. So, not sure. Can you make a starter guide with new wash plant tutorials? Yes, I will definitely be making a new starter guide, stuff like that, once the wash plants and stuff like that get upgraded, because they're going to be changing the production stuff, I believe. So there might be some other changes with them, and I don't want to make a whole brand new thing, and then all of a sudden it's out of date instantly. So we're gonna wait a little bit and let the devs get past this patch, and so it'll be early 2025. What be doing before he left? Lacey's coming back in. Like Lacey.
Grumpy was only
And on the hill.
yeah, Grumpy was just monitoring the production system.
Do I need to give it a go? I got a fatal error last night when I left.
It's a different version, so I'm not sure that's means a whole lot to us at the moment. Vince.
Yeah. Trying starting from scratch today, so
Fair enough.
Ginger was asking for a detonation over here. Yep, that's full load on the truck. Or are you saying this one goes up top, Ginger? Roger that.
Danger, buddy. Yeah, let's give him a little bit of convert over there. We have a nice big streak. We're down into bedrock now, right? So, it's been progress.
Looks like there's only about a quarter of that shelf left.
Grumpy.
Okay, I'm back in.
I'm something's messed up, dude. It spikes, but when it spikes, it lowers the memory down to 7.35.
Wow. That
What is
weird.
going on? What? Likes the memory the opposite way. Right now, we're the memory buildups happened so crazy. It's at 8 right now. Normal spikes. It spikes down to 7. What the?
It makes me wonder if the problem is because there's multiple memories you can actually look at.
Wasey's back in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm back in.
That's so weird. I guess I'll try the manager thing now. It's the only other thing I think of.
Okay, let me hit Wasey up with the manager. Wasey? Okay. You have manager Wasey. Go ahead and disconnect. Try to reconnect. Because that's new to this update. It's time for that. Do I have a video of my production setup? Well, kind of. I do have a productions video, but all the pieces are just have different models, but they technically kind of all work the same. There's just a few little things. I can make a really quick rundown video here soon, maybe tonight or tomorrow on the current setup. But I'm not gonna put a lot of editing time into it because I know a lot of you guys are looking for how I'm exactly running all this stuff. So maybe I'll do like a very like dumbed down, like super stripped version. No editing or hardcore effects or anything like that.
I didn't get no error message on exit and loading.
Angry
back
Mob, thank you
now.
much for that sub.
All right.
I'm actually hoping that he crashes when he comes back in. Fatal errors.
Yeah.
Because then we'll know what it is, right? We'll know what's causing something, not the actual full memory leak on the host. Could it be, but since it's refreshing, could it be that it might be like trying to remember that stuff and it's just a problem or something? It could be something like there could be a lot of things, you know. I don't even want to assume. Playing GMS1. Visible small extra rate fence. Fence. There might be some blocking layers that are invisible because they don't want you to put certain pieces of the gates. Oh yeah, true. There is. Thank you, Grumpy. Grumpy did make a little snippet of the kind of the wash plant breakdown real quick. It's like 60 seconds. What are my system? My system is a i9 13900K, and I got 128 gigs of memory because I do editing and things like that. I run a 2080 Ti for graphics card. Nothing crazy on the graphics card department. Kind of out of date, but still decent enough to run the game really well. Normally, my game doesn't have any problems. Like this shuddering that you see is stalling. That hard stall is something new to patch. So.
I mean, I would be thinking maybe it's something with me that's pretty unique. But since I tried it on my other laptop and it has had the same problem, it's the same access violation. So.
And Wasey. So would you try to come in fatal? Did you just fatal error immediately, or did you get in and run and then fatal error?
No, once the actor spawns, and then like maybe 5 seconds or something like that, it fatal errors as it's loading in the assets. Which actually Could be a thing. Could it be the assets? Maybe. But from a MP standpoint, not a.
Not a
No.
performance standpoint. I don't know. Why would it be isolated to you though?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Everybody else would have the same problem too. Assets.
Right, I'm here.
Can you move around and run around?
Yep.
My memory's built up like crazy right now. At 8.2 now. You think of any other variables there, Grumpy?
Only thing I can think of that we should possibly test is reloading the save and see if I can get in then.
Okay.
That's the only other thing. That's the only thing I can think we need to test. That's left to test at the moment, unless you can think of anything.
Well, the main thing is the memory issue with the host, right?
Yeah.
That's a huge problem, right? That'd be bummer if I'm the one that's lagging, but you guys don't ever lag. Oh, what the? I want to play. And then I guess we'd have to test it again with somebody else hosting there, Grumpy, if it's this save or not. We'll definitely try another save today. If it could just be this save, right?
Yeah.
It could be isolated to this save and other people have saves like this. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it could be not a massive widespread issue, but only a circumstance issue, right? So that's another thing we got to find out today too as well. So
Yeah.
okay, where
Well,
are we at here?
and if we jump to the mega cut, definitely turn off autosave.
Well, yeah, let's go ahead and get all you guys to drop your trucks, because I don't think there's much more we can really test here. Right, Grumpy? I don't think there really is.
No.
So what we'll do is get, I'll hide my screens. I think it hides on Twitch. Let me know if the transition happens when I go to type the password in, Grumpy.
I guess
But-
the next question is, do we actually need to play a little longer to see if people start being able not to reconnect?
Well, let's just, I guess, knock this cut out, I guess, then. Let's just keep going, I guess. I mean,
That's the only other thing I can think of that might be handy while we're testing at this point, because we do have a couple
True.
hours in off.
true. I mean, you're the only one.
Rather than tossing away the 2 hours of testing.
Yeah, that's true. Because if we're super close to it, I mean, I'm already looking at my memory, but the problem is the shuttering happened way sooner than it did yesterday, right?
Yeah.
The shuttering happened like I didn't notice it when I looked over. It was at 17, but I didn't notice shuttering. Remember, I was like, guys, someone's like, hey, you're kind of shuttering. And when I tabbed out to look at my computer, it was at 17, right? So I was like, okay. You see how bad the clipping is now? Like,
Yeah.
my game's never done this. It never did this the day before the patch went live. Yeah, let's get everybody to stop moving and get out of equipment and stand still and see if Grumpy can connect in. Get everybody out of the vehicle. Yeah, let's get everybody out of your vehicles. Stop dumping. Stop moving. And just don't move at all.
Well, you could, I mean, if you want to save the progress, you could drop the save, and we could actually try a couple other little things like popping all the conveyors up. And some things like that too. I mean, it's another.
Oh, you mean taking save the game right now and then autosave or turn autosave off and then delete all the plant and then see if it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could try that too. Sheriff was coming back in.
Oh, there's okay.
Any idea is a good idea when no one else has an idea. Yep. That's pretty much what it is. Just, you never know. You might find something and be like, okay, well, found it.
Yeah, and it's a little bit different version, so it doesn't hurt to retry something we tried yesterday too. So.
And there's no way for me to like go, well, unless I crash, right? Sniper dude, thank you much for that that sub as well. No way for me to, there's no way for me to test it unless I can't produce a crash log, then, you know. Yeah, yeah.
I noticed the money ticks too are kind of sporadic right now compared to all the material we've moved.
Yeah, the drop trommels aren't dropping dirt, so.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say the money's going up for you guys?
Yeah, very
It's just
very
sporadic.
slowly.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it goes up like $100 at a time, but it takes like a minute or so.
Yeah, I see it going up in stream. It does. So look, is it dropping occasionally? That's weird. I'm not sure what's going on.
I had to look at it. I didn't see if the money went up at all. Oh, it did
Just
just go
there.
up. Well, where's that coming from? If it's not coming from the drop trommel, what the?
But it has to be
Okay.
working occasionally. It's the only thing it could be.
So, it's the only thing it could be, yeah. So like, what the? Okay,
So
well,
that's why I kept asking if the trommels were spinning for you on the lower level, because I was wondering if with this update, if they made it since they're touching, that they're having a collision, so they're not functioning.
No, they're spinning for him. I've seen it on stream.
yeah, they're spinning for me. They're all spinning.
Which makes me wonder why they're not spinning for me.
The
That's just
client
desync, I see,
syncing. Yeah, client desync. What the heck?
I'll say too, my memory uses has dropped significantly too since we stopped moving everything.
Alright.
I guess if everybody else is seeing the trommels spinning and seeing the dirt drop out of the chute, maybe I should try, because I'm still seeing the dirt out of the chute, which Grumpy, you weren't, but I'm not seeing any trommel spin.
We can give it a try, but let's just do one
Yeah.
thing at a time.
Yeah, I'm trying to yeah, one thing at a time. So right. The memory just dumped, Grumpy. It went down to everybody jumping out of their equipment and standing still. The memory dropped from 8 down to 3.9.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Let
And
me write that down while I'm thinking about it.
we're able to get back in okay. And let me run around for a little bit and see if it spikes. It's still hard locking still. Yeah, that would have to be cleared out the memory cache. Why it's still can't get the spike to keep happening.
So the memory
The memory went from 8.5. 8.5. Now it's okay, it's weird. It's something to do with everything. Multiplayer's jacked.
Memory dropped to what, 3.3 again?
It dropped all the way down to 3.3. And then now it's sitting at around 4.2 and it spikes up to 7.3 again. Nobody's in the vehicle and nobody's moving.
Well, I mean, that's somewhat normal memory. Well, access in some respects.
Kind of normal, but
odd.
it's trackable. So, and now I have a shutter, so yeah. It's something to do with everything. Yes, that is that is it. everything's jacked up.
So
Just-
everybody still stop doing stuff. I'm gonna try to come in. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
everybody stay still, and let's see if Grumpy can connect in.
So us stopping everything causes the memory to dump, basically.
Kind of, but it's still locked up in the cache. Why I'm still stuttering.
I was just gonna make a joke. Games developed in Europe, and still OSHA finds a way to make mandatory breaks.
Jeez, man, biggest break you guys have ever got.
So I stopwatched the money going up for the trommels over 10 times, and it goes between 2.5 seconds and 36 seconds. So it's kind of random. It's not. There's no set time to it.
Yeah. I mean, everything's holding stable now at around 4.2, Grumpy, on my memory, with everybody standing still and you connecting in. Kind of sitting there.
All right, in the purgatory wait. So see what happens.
Come on, man. Let's figure this. Damn it. It's one thing. It is irritating testing. It really is. Breaking saves again? Yeah. Breaking saves and breaking games. It's what I do. Everybody, it's like, Split, are you buffering right now? Nope, we're literally just standing still to see if we can see if Grumpy comes in because it's not spiking anything. Are you effing right now?
I mean, I
Coffee
could try
break.
a computer restart after this, but I would think that updating
Oh,
the
saying it
game
for
and
Grumpy's
trying it
loading
on a,
emojis? Yeah. Gotcha. I gotcha.
but
I mean-
trying on another laptop should have ruled that out actually.
Yeah, trying that another laptop should have. And I need to get some more easy while we're waiting for this. I'll be right back, chat. I'm back. I had to go get one of my favorite drinks lately. One of my favorite hot drinks that I've been having lately. They sell the stuff at Costco. It's called yuzu, and it's like yuzu and honey. I'm pronouncing it wrong probably. But just that and like a really hot water, and it makes like it's a tea base is what it is. It's a yuzu and honey, and it just has a really nice lemony lime kind of taste. Uzu, yeah, uzu. There you go. Yuzu. Actually been enjoying that actually more than like tea or coffee lately. Anything, Grumpy? Is it still putting you in purgatory?
Okay, I'm loaded in. I'm able to turn my camera around. Still okay so far. Halfway afraid to move. Looks like everything's loaded in. I'm moving at the moment and I seem okay.
Okay.
So I'd say
Here.
the memory leak's definitely causing the problem with the
Connection.
issue for some players anyway.
Some players. That's a Greek wine. No, it's just honey. It's just honey and like the shredded up uzu like fruit. They shred it all up and they put it in honey and like a little bit of sugar in a big jar. Like $10 at Costco's, and I just take like a tablespoon of it and put it into a cup and with really hot water, my coffee pot or my hot water kettle, and it's really good. It adds a little bit of sweetness and adds really nice like flavor, and you don't need anything else. You don't need any other tea flavoring or anything like that. So
Okay, I can't see what's going on, and because I'm actually missing a lot of conveyors and mergers at the moment.
Okay.
But right here, I see dirt falling out of this merger that's supposed to be right here.
let me jump back up here. Have a little bit of progress. Yeah, it's true. A little bit of progress.
So see, I can't see any of these conveyors going up to the sorter. But like right here in front of me, I see dirt dropping out. So I'm wondering if can't block breaking. I can't see if I'm going to hit the conveyors. I'm trying to dig out underneath of it to see if it builds up.
Yeah. I have no memory hangs or anything like that on any other programs too, so it's isolated out of ore. Checking through all those.
So the dirt's dropping right to the ground level, but I don't actually see buildup. Do you guys see buildup happening?
I don't see anything drop. I was seeing it earlier. Now I'm not. Give us 1 second, and I'm going to track when everybody gets back to work.
Yeah, I can't see this container here or the fractioner. Let me get some screenshots stored someplace and saved up. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, let's get everybody moving. Let's see what happens to my memory. Grumpy's doing his thing with the pictures. He was able to get back in. Get everybody moving real quick. Let him take some pictures real quick, and then what we'll do is we'll have Grumpy try to disconnect when everybody's moving around, working. See if he can close out and come back in. Grumpy's the affected one.
Yeah, sorry, I made a mess over here.
All good. Yeah, because I still got that hard stalling, right? So you see when I fall, it's like grumpy hamster.
All right, I need to make some notes here. What you guys do a few things.
Chat is so fast, it's hard to even read it. Yeah, the memory problem built up, and now it's still just like choppy.
I think there's. I mean, it's obviously but a lot of these little oddities we're seeing are actually because of the memory leak. The memory leak is corrupting other things.
Yes.
That's what memory leaks do.
Yeah. Yep. Is that the same Grumpy I see on Hybrid's stream? You mean like in the comments?
I've commented over there a couple times and stuff, but I don't watch him a lot. He's kind of out of my time zone for it, actually.
Definitely worth all the view. The clipping is building up. Yeah, something is not happy. Be the save, could be finding out what it is on the save that's causing the problem.
I think it's been going on for a while because I think it's the same issue where some people are having conveyors and stuff not visible to them.
I think it could be that something with the save is corrupted, and it's still able to load and play on, but it builds up after a period of time. You know what I mean?
Could be.
Is it just me, or is your mic cutting in and out? It's probably because I'm turning and reading my my chat, and I'm not speaking into my microphone. Right? So.
All right, I got a couple pictures. I realize the pictures aren't going to mean that much because, like I said, it's because of corruption from the memory leak. So.
Yeah. Okay. What other thing can we test out here today? Ah, yeah. So do you want me to go to a break screen, close it out, come back in? Is that where we're at now? Or because we're almost at the 2-hour mark. But
well, I don't think we necessarily need to do that now because we know it was the memory being something was causing
also you all good.
a problem for me because of the memory leak, and something got corrupted that was called, particularly for me being the player.
Yeah.
Did you not say you were going to get Grumpy to go out and come back in now that everyone was moving?
True. Yeah. Let's try that while everyone's driving around and moving around. And
okay, I exited without a error that time. Let's see.
My memory for the game went back down. It got cut in half.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking the memory is up there. It corrupted something with where I was loaded at, my location in the game, or something.
Well, clearly it corrupted something. It's staying that way because I'm chopping, right?
Yeah.
So.
But I'm just saying, for me, it corrupted something having to do with my character, and then when I was trying to load back in, it would hit this error in for me that maybe not other people were having.
It's not really a performance issue. It's something else there. Brandon.
I'll say my memory dropped back down to like 2500 too.
But all games and all systems have memory heap garbage collection. That happens, and so memory will grow, and then it'll get shrunk back down as the.
That's what we're going to be testing out here a little bit later, Ben.
But this goes beyond that scope, so.
Yeah, this goes beyond that allowance limit. Yeah, we'll be trying it on a brand new map, and we'll be trying it on the other map too as well. So something has happened either with the patch or with the save in the period of time of the last day or two. So either it's the save or it's the patch, but other people are having this issue too as well. So it's not just us.
It's not just this save, yeah.
And it's not just this save. So it more leans to being something that was done in the patch.
And I think it's something that could have been done a while back. It's just getting amplified through the changes.
That could be also as well too. Could be something that was amplified as well.
Because we've been having these disappearing conveyors for a bit.
Yeah, disappearing conveyors, problems with the stuff, and actually true. Remember, we did start to act. Things started to act a little weird before the patch even hit. Remember, when we weren't on the beta, we were just on the old live version of the game. We never went to the beta on this save. So it handles all the stuff just fine when we first load in, but then once the memory starts to build up and have problems, then it starts to stutter. right? So
When memory leak happens, basically it goes out and starts writing outside of its normal memory locations. And because the OS doesn't allow it to write outside of its own program locations without causing an error. So typically a fatal error happens when it tries to write outside the allowed program memory for the program that the kernel allows. Then you'll get a kernel exception error and they'll kick the error out.
Yep.
And so what's happening is this memory is getting corrupted and it's corrupting things in the game. And that's why you're starting to see little oddities pop up.
yeah, for me, I'm seen as the host as stalling, like the micro stalling, right? But for you guys might not see the belts work. You guys might not see them even be there or exist at all. All different type of little pop up.
And it's probably because the host isn't actually sending them to us because they're corrupted on the host side.
Yes.
Was that truck that you took up loaded split?
No, I'm just driving because I'm trying to see if when Grumpy connects in, if we're all just busy doing something.
I'm just wondering if I was losing visual on something else.
No, you good, you good. I always wonder if it's just my computer getting ready to blow up and die and I need to, Oh,
No.
stop it.
It's not that.
Always do though. As a tester, you're always like, is it my PC?
Yeah, you do.
Right? You naturally go to that route in your head, right?
Well, that's
You're like,
why I instantly fired up my other notebook. Is it my PC? Exactly. I know.
this sucking diesel just cruising. Oh yeah. Giant did a really good job at finishing that big rock wall. Not done yet, but since we've been having a little bit of problems, I really truly don't believe it's the deco stuff because, I mean, this save is nothing compared to my other saves, and my other saves don't do that or didn't do that. So the save doesn't even have a percentage of decorating that the monster save has.
Well, we could actually try to load that save.
You guys want to do a save? You guys want to see some saves today? Oh boy, you guys want to see some saves? Might be in for a Christmas treat today, dudes.
Right, I'm spawned. So far, so good.
See, my memory is only at 4.2 right now.
I just fatal aired.
You just fatal aired?
Yeah.
So yeah, it is corrupting something. Okay, can we get all the current players right now that are currently in? Can we get all of you guys to disconnect and try to reconnect back in?
All right. Let me hop out of this
Brucia,
truck
thank you
real
very much
quick.
for the sub. Appreciate that.
All right, Born is disconnecting.
Get all you guys to disconnect, and we'll see if we can force fatal airs. But didn't have enough fun in the front end loader last night. Hold on. I am not flipping anymore.
Interesting.
Did we all leave at once, or are we leaving one at a time?
I am not clipping anymore, but my memory is still around 4 to 5. But my clipping is now gone. I don't see any micro stall. You'll see it in the bed when I raise it up. No, I don't. It's smooth. Yeah, it could be something with their desync as well. I mean, if everybody DC'd and I'm the only one in here and I'm not clipping anymore, it could be the desync. Now we got to find the problem child. something's causing an issue. Now we got to narrow that down. Okay, that's progress. So
What's your memory look like now?
what's my memory look like? It's about 5.1. It still wants to kind of climb, but it's stable. It's kind of stable right now. It's not jumping. Right?
It'd be interesting to see after the garbage collection routine runs if it goes back down to starting stage.
Yeah. Well, I could tab out and force it. That does sometimes that to happen. I'll tab into another application.
I'm waiting for character render.
Same, no fatal out, and I'm on my way back in.
No fatals on any of you guys coming back in?
Not yet.
Better not be that ginger giant. Need him
Think we're
decorating
all-
walls.
We're all waiting on the render.
I don't see giant connecting back. Giant's like, please don't be me. No. No. Brain working on overload. Right? Isn't it crazy, Zanny? Like the variables of things, like that could be.
Well, memory leaks are notoriously hard to find because typically it
Yes.
happens because something's riding outside of its normal area, and that's so hard to detect. Particularly back in the days of C++ and all that stuff, it was so easy to write outside your memory location.
Yeah. It's in the it could be anything phase. Well, if we can do anything to try to narrow it down.
Yeah, that's
I
all.
don't-
I just got fatal error.
Who was that?
Seraph.
Okay.
I got fatal error too.
You got a fatal error too?
All right. Yeah, make sure you guys zip those up and send them to me, please.
Yeah, zip them up and send them to Grumpy.
And tab to the go to the end of the file name and put your name you're using for me in there if you would.
Yeah, change the name to that we
Just add it to the end of it or something would be great.
Born
Yep,
just
got a fatal error too.
Okay. So basically everybody's failing now.
Yeah. So we've hit that critical limit of 2 hours.
I'm gonna need a walkthrough on how to send you the pack or get the package set up.
No problem. Get to
Yeah.
Grumpy's earning a steak dinner here, guys. Today. Secretary today, and he's logging some. I wish I could be a little bit more help, but dude, I am medicated and I do not want to anybody see my typing. Poor Christian, the message I sent to him was like, yeah. What's up? Yesterday, after stream, poor guy had to read that crap. Yeah.
Do you want us to keep trying?
Hold on, Born. I'll send you a directory location.
Okay.
You'll be able to find it. Yeah, if you guys need to know the location, let me know and I'll send you the location for the directory.
Finally got out of
Oh,
board.
Lord needs it.
Dude, awesome, man. It's on sale. Cheap dumpy. Can I finally get it? Let's see. Sale.
Dumpy?
Am I able to jumpy dumpy? He's a cheap dumpy. He's a cheap dumpy.
Okay, quit making me laugh. I gotta concentrate. Quit.
What's up, cheap dumpy? Get to work. We will definitely be right now. We're kind of in a testing phase right now, guys. So we're not going to be really bringing more people in today. And then the holidays are coming. We were supposed to be playing World of Warships today, but we're trying to help out the devs and get a whole bunch of data real quick, get it to you. Hopefully, fix the game before they take off for the holidays too. So, also going to be. I'm taking tomorrow. I'm going to try to play some World of Warships with the homies because that's what we're today. But after the New Year's, the same thing applies. Not New Year's, but after Christmas, we'll be continuing. We always play out of war pretty much for the most part. So we always, it's open invite. All you gotta do is join the Discord, and you'll see when my wife will send out at everybody a couple hours before our normal stream time. All you have to do is DM her and say, I would like to play. You gotta do. As long as you're 18 plus and you can follow some simple rules, good to go.
Because that's where our money's gonna be, right there.
But when I just sent you the string there.
Yep.
And you
Hey,
be able to
Randy,
put it
dude, thank you
into
much for that $5, man. I appreciate that, buddy.
your file browser and get you there. I actually.
No war
need
canoes,
to-
sad boys.
I
Brian.
actually need the file there, Lacey.
Yeah, he needs the file. There, you'll find it in he'll send you the link for it, and all you have to find the sort by date, and it'll be the newest ones. Jay, what's up, guys?
Okay.
Thank you much for that donation, man. I appreciate it.
And my system is not finding that.
Just type in the first part, the %, local app, %, and then see if you can find your out of order directory from there.
He's
I may have
on.
put the wrong slashes in.
He's on
Sorry.
admin. He's not an admin. He's on the childproof lock. He can't go to. Oh, my memory's holding stable now. There's no spiking, no nothing. Where'd Giant go? I need you to connect in. Where'd he go? Home for a Christmas dinner with the family. Hey, John, man. Enjoy your family time, buddy. And much love, man. Can't be worse than me, Split. I can only type one with one finger. Each hand.
Put the,
Chicken pecking those fingers, man.
I think I put the slashes in backwards. Yeah, sorry, it's one of the unique stays.
Dude, bro.
Let me crack.
Damn, bro. Yeah, we're just chilling, dudes. Testing, it's hard to test memory leaks. It's all over the place, but we're getting some good crash reports and stuff like that now coming in, so.
Maybe I did. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about.
How dare you? And it just hit 100 likes, huh?
I'm not used to doing things like work. What are you trying to do to me, Split?
Try to keep you in tip-top shape. Thank you guys very much for smashing that 100 likes, dudes. That was actually very, very, very awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
Well, let me type it in. Okay, yeah.
I think Grubby's closing in on that sirloin steak. Stop stealing Bad Fox's copper wire and his Cadillac converters.
All right, sorry, guys. I'll get you the right string here to put it.
Hey, take it easy, John, dude.
I'm just being silly.
As you said, you've been testing for about 20 years. Are you able to tell which games and how you got into them? Yeah.
Just a second,
I mean,
real quick. Guys,
what's
don't send me. I don't need reports from yesterday's or anything like that. Just the guys we're working with, please.
Yes,
I've got
just
1,000 things going on, so just
yeah.
if,
Only
if
the
you're not
guys that
here
are in
playing
here on
with
the
us-
stream for today.
Thank you.
Only send it if you're in here playing with us right now, and it's only from today. All the other reports will just clog it up, and we don't need them. They're not necessary. And other than that, if you have bug reports, you should be sending them through the menu or to the Discord directly. We're only doing what we're doing today with the group of people that we're with today. So, for me, I started out testing. Oh, a long time ago. They used to send us out discs. You know, the ones you used to get in a magazine. They used to send us out those, and we make little notes. I used to do graphical glitches. Play through the game, pretty much the game was like completely unlocked. So pretty much it was pretty much like you had God mode enabled. So you wouldn't die, but you could run through every level and stuff like that, right? And pretty much we'd go through and then we'd just write notes and then literally mail them back to the devs with the copy with the copy of the game that they sent us. I started out doing that, and you know, they pay you some money doing that, stuff like that. So I did that for when I kind of first started out, and then like when the internet kind of really started hitting off, my first game that I was into really big on was when I built my first PC, and that was Rainbow Six. I used to be part of the I actually played the game quite a long time in multiplayer, and I ran all these squads. Then I'd actually retired from the game, and then one day I got an email from ATI, Team ATI, and they were looking for a tactical officer to run their new squad because they were putting a gaming division for ATI. So that was actually my first contract that I'd ever done in gaming. And like honestly, you know how much they paid? It was literally like $1,600, and then they said we could have any video card we wanted for free. Right, and then they were like, if that video card breaks, you can just get a new one, and that was kind of like my first sponsorship deal ever. I was like 16, 17. That was kind of cool. You know, that was kind of fun, and just yeah, I did a lot of testing for Rainbow Six, and I did a bunch of testing for then I moved into like World of Warcraft, Overwatch, a bunch of those games. Other random game companies, and then I stopped doing it for quite a while, and because I was doing other things in life and really wasn't into gaming, and did I went and got my operator's license, did that for about 4 seasons, just other random jobs and stuff too as well. And then I came back, I want to say 10 years ago, and a couple buddies were making a game. Some of them used to work for Bungie and stuff like that, so they were asking me if I could kind of come in and fly around the world, find weird oddities and things like that, and I'd pretty much run around and also try to find out if you like how to get through the world and break through things, and ways for players to like exploit through worlds and things like that. So that was all kind of crazy. So I did all that stuff, and then I found the mining genre, and that's when I actually found Gold Rush the game, or it was actually named Gold Rush the game. This was probably about 8.5 years ago, 9. And I saw that they were looking for like coders and modelers, and I just messaged one of the guys that put the advertisement out, and I said, you know, hey, I have this experience. I can do this. I've been a tester for all these games. I said, would you guys be interested in having somebody that knows like heavy equipment and stuff like that, and knows how to test, be a part of it? I can sign a non-disclosure agreement and things like that. And they said, absolutely, sure. And like that's why I've been doing the mining games for so many years. And they kind of led to that. And then I've done some other games along the way over the last couple of years, kind of like the normal content creation, beta program type stuff. And then Out of War came along, or I would say actually Brexburg came along. I jumped into Brexburg. It was still too early for me to really cut my teeth on it and really think Christian needed a lot more. I was like, okay, well, I even messaged Christian and said, I'll just give you some more time, and I'll talk to you in like a year or so. That was right around the time when Out of War popped off, and then, well, here we are with Out of War. Still do this. I still do some stuff with GMS, as far as like talking to the devs about concepting good ideas and things like that. But other than that, I'm kind of just relaxing now. I'm more getting out of testing and more going into content creation and concepting video games. I do have a background in a little bit of a background in Unreal. I do know how to use Unreal 5 and Unreal 4. But I'm not a coder. I mainly just, like I said, most of my stuff is from building worlds. Like I can build beautiful worlds. But when it comes to actually coding, like gameplay, I'm not your guy. Your mic's cutting fading out? Yeah, because I'm turning my head. My microphone's being dumb today. Microphone's being dumb. Let me change something. Let me change something. 2 seconds. See if it's because I have my... All right. Is it cutting out now when I talk to you, Stuck? Or are we good now? Are we good, or is it cutting out now, or is it better?
Seems good to me.
Hopefully it's not cutting out as bad right now. But yeah, that's kind of what I've done. I really haven't tested a lot of games, but I've tested the ones I did test. I tested for a long time, right? So, like, I did a lot of testing on World of Warcraft when I was like pro raiding, in the big pro raiding guilds. We tested a lot of all the raids and things, stuff like that, and all those mechanics. Okay.
Hey,
But yeah,
Split.
yo,
Are we trying to jump back in or in a holding pattern for now?
I was just waiting for you guys to get all your reports to Grumpy so we can move.
Yeah. I think I've got everybody sent them to me, I believe. So I think I'm waiting on one person who I was being slow at getting their information they needed.
Did we lose Giant completely, or I was kind of waiting for Giant?
No, no, he sent me a crash report.
Oh, okay. Can we get Giant to connect back in? See if he can get back in, or I think we might be torched. I think it might be torched. I think it might be at that point where it's just the point of no return now at that point.
No, if he
Or
sent me
with
a
the next
crash
one.
report, he obviously tried to load in, I think. So. He said he's
I
trying
did.
now, so we'll
I
get
didn't
it
join
going.
onto WoW immediately. I joined into WoW after Burning Crusade, into the developer testing groups and things like that, and then Overwatch and Overwatch 2. I did a lot of testing for Overwatch and Overwatch 2 and Heroes of the Storm. World of Warships is also another one that I did, like pre-alpha. Let's see here. So many. So many of them. So many just forget over the years. You get into these campaigns, but yeah, so my paid testing was pretty much, so when I was working for some of the guys as a paid tester, but I worked remotely, I actually had the version of the game. They would send me a copy to put into Unreal or Unity, and pretty much my job was to fly around and look for little weird, like, oh, this mesh doesn't, this big asset that's placed in the world is actually sticking like 5 feet off the thing, and it's floating, and it looks like garbage. And my job was to put this giant pink cube there, right? So anywhere where there's a problem and it looked like crap, I would run around and put pink cubes in the world, big pink cubes, so that way the guys that were building the world could fly in, and then when they're doing it, and they could resculpt it and make it nice and cool. Right, so that's kind of what that's kind of why, and then I, at that, a little bit after that, I graduated with one of the teams to being able to actually go in and add blocking layers. And blocking layers are like, say we don't want your character to go past this wall, but we want to see everything on that wall, and you go to jump over it and your character hits a brick wall. That's because there's an imaginary blocking layer. Not imagine, it's an invisible blocking layer that you can put up. So it's like a visible fence. It exists back here, but you can't get there because there's a barrier blocking you, right? So I did a little bit of that and things like that, so you can kind of guide the players into places, but leave things a little bit lower. So that's why you see those things in video game. If you've ever wondered why you can't jump past certain things, games, that's because some asshole like me said no. No, you're not allowed to go back there. You're not allowed to run over there. Not happening. No, you're not allowed to go on that side of the fence. Okay, so let's get this thing moved. Giant's coming in real quick. Giant just out here. My memory is still, it's actually at the same spot. It's just sitting, and all of my, you guys all DC'd. It's, my shuttering is completely gone now. And we're still trying to get over them.
Okay, I've got all the crash reports from everybody, so.
Got all the crash reports too. Okay. Yeah, I'm holding stable at 5. No, Brian's trying to probably get fatal air. I guess.
Yeah, he crashed. He crashed again. Yeah.
Oh, he already crashed again?
Yep.
See you more. See you. All right. What we should do is do you guys want to come right back into this one, or do you guys want to go see some worlds? What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see?
I think
We
we
do
can
it
try
here.
other worlds
Want to try another world?
for science.
Science? Should we go to the So the lag stopped, but nobody's on the world. And my memory calmed down because for whatever reason we don't know. World tour! World tour!
If we're hopping into other places, just make sure you turn off autosave as soon as you get in there. That way, if something is corrupted, it's not transferring and getting saved
Yeah. It
in the
should be
new
off
world.
already.
Yeah. I'm letting this autosave go off right now and turning my autosave off. Ghost Town! World tour! World star!
Make sure everybody can't see the password again.
Well, that's what I need. I need
Yeah, I'm ready to look.
You're ready to look real quick? I need to test something real quick here.
Yeah.
Grumpy, can you see the transition happening now?
I'm seeing it in menus at the moment.
It'd be on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm looking at Twitch. I'm seeing menus at the moment. And I can see be right back.
Okay, it does go to the BRB screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, my coding worked. Okay, good. Drop a hard save real quick. Oh, whoa, Grumpy. Grumpy, look at this. See the saves?
What? No.
What? And,
That's some new stuff. That's weird.
That's new. So the autosave gets put as a whole brand new save. Whoa. Ew.
You didn't autosave at all today, did you?
No, I turned on autosave.
Did you turn it on? Did you turn it on? Okay.
Yeah, I turned it on. Okay, so that's an issue. Makes a completely new file every time. You want to write that down?
Yeah, I don't.
That while I get everything going, we'll go on a world tour here in a second. Drop one more save here. Normal one, because, well, painful. Yeah, he tries to do it for the lulz. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you're not on you're not on the be right back screen at the moment, by the way.
No, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. When I go to enter the password, I know.
Okay. All right, we're good then.
Yeah. I just need to know that it did come up on the Twitch because
Yeah.
it was so I messed up a lot of the code and it was supposed to track all from my main source, but it was only tracking from my main stream. Making any progress in the bug testing? Yeah, the main thing is that we can reproduce it, which we did. So we reproduced it, right? Now we're going to go out and go adventure testing. Right? So we definitely reproduced it and isolated kind of it. So Grumpy's got all that stuff like that now. And we've also found some other bugs that now just popped up as well. And we are on a different build right now. So we're on the beta build that just came out literally before we started streaming. So Christian pushed it to the beta so we could get all of you guys in here to help us. So heck yeah, boys, Christmas testing. Oh. All right, let's well, let me see what save I actually had. Put an exit to main menu. Now I'm gonna go take a look and see what Out of War is still using a ridiculous amount of memory.
Oh,
What?
I'm wondering if we. No.
So you can mark that down too.
Load the same.
Should I load? You want me to load the same? I didn't close the game yet.
I'm thinking load the same save, delete the wash plants and everything, and then just do some digging and dumping it into a box and see
I'm
what
curious. I'm curious.
happens. You know what I
Last time I closed the game completely. Right?
mean? Yeah.
I closed the game completely yesterday, and you guys were all able to come back in. I'm wondering if I don't close the game completely, I just try to load right back in if you guys can connect.
And we're probably, I don't know. Could go either way. Depends on what's corrupted.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys back to the BRB, and we'll take a look, and let's just give that a test real quick.
I don't. Yeah. I guess
think we
my
should.
problem is with
the-
corruption. It's good. I mean, it's good to test things, but at some point, are you just testing where the corruption's at, or are you testing what created the corruption?
Well, I mean, either way, it's good to know. It's
Yeah.
good data to know whether or not you have to close the game down completely, fix it, or write that down. Write that down. Hold on. Yeah, let me go to BRB screen, hide the screens, guys, real quick, and then we're not leaving. We're just we're still here.
Not leaving, just OPSEC.
Yep.
So return to main menu does not.
Lower memory usage. Alright. I am in. Loaded. Second. Stuff. My memory is still jacked up. I have no shuttering. My memory's still at 6. Same as where I left it, and same as where it was at in the menu.
Are we gonna start coming in?
Yeah, go ahead and start coming in. We want to see if you guys are going to start fatal airing. That's what we're testing for right now. We're just testing to see if you guys fatal air again. That's all it is.
And I probably don't need the crash reports again at this point. If it's a different save, maybe.
Just
What do
do
you think,
yours,
Brian?
Grumpy, on this one.
Yeah.
We just need to see if they crash. That's all this test
Yeah.
is. Host exits back to main menu. Memory leak is still there. Host the same map back up. Players come in. Are they gonna fatal air? Pretty much what the test is. And after that, I really don't know of any other thing we can actually do for data on that save. We already, well, I guess we don't know because we didn't test today.
Yeah. I mean, we could take up all the. We could take up all the wash plants. And just dig and dump into a container or something.
I'm just curious if people are going to connect. If it's definitely the host. No.
What we doing? Are we connecting in again?
Yeah, we're just trying to see if you guys get fatal airs. Since I went back and reloaded the save. Because you guys, all of you guys, it was 100%. It was 100% fatal air for everybody. Just a second ago. Who was the one that first had the issue? It wouldn't save his problem. It wouldn't save that. Bungles, it wouldn't do that.
In purgatory.
Wait for people to connect.
Alright, Overlord is in, no fatal error yet.
Okay.
Born is just waiting for the render. I'm in, no fatal error.
Technically, it should work.
It should technically work because whatever is causing the issue is a buildup of cumulative time. It's got to be something on the save. There's got to be something here that's corrupting it. It has to be. It has to be.
No, it's something to do with It has something to do with multiplayer because you notice all your memory dropping over the players stop digging,
Yes.
and when they disconnected.
And when they all disconnected, now they're coming back, but the memory buildup is still there. Oh.
All right, I'm in, and I seem to be okay so far.
Or to keep digging.
Yep, all good.
Everyone's back in. My memory seems to be hard locked at about that 553. So, yep, start digging real quick, and then I guess guys, and see if it starts to get out of control. But my memory is definitely back up there again. But I just wonder how it's gonna go until we get to the point where it's gonna start locking up. Let me jump in that loader real quick, Giant, so I can move a little bit more dirt a little faster, see if we can make the problem happen.
Yeah, you see all the conveyors and stuff are back to me too. So it was just a corruption thing.
I'll say all the dirt that was in my truck I had disappeared. Is that a usual thing that happens?
It's a desync issue. It's probably still there technically if you try to go dump it.
Okay, well, guess we should just run for a little while longer but see if it recreates itself. If so, it's probably something that's doing it on the save. And what if it's just the amount of material we're crushing into the box? That was our original assumption, right?
I mean, if we're not saving this, I mean, I could pop these conveyors and stuff up here. It's holding all this material. See what happens.
Well, the only thing is like, it's kind of a skewed test now because I'm already locked into my memory usage, right?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, technically what should happen is that, you know, you're using memory because it got corrupted and it went outside of its normal area. Whenever the garbage collection runs, it should clear it back to where it should be. But the game should only be using the memory it would use in a normal situation, which is why everybody can load back in and the conveyors are back in and all that stuff for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure it really skews the test as much as it's just harder to see when the memory's starting to spike for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And why is it doing it sudden when it didn't last like a couple days, right? That's the main thing.
I mean, was that why we were seeing conveyors not there for certain people?
Right off the bat, though, it never seemed like a performance issue was happening until the
True. That's
patch.
true too. That's
Because we ran for 8 to 10 hours the other day, no problem at all with all the same type of players, right?
yeah. Memory leaks are so hard to find. Well, they can be. Sometimes
Like I said, it always makes me go, is it my computer? Do I need to do something? Do I need to tear it all apart? No. No, it was running just fine until the update, and then chaos is happening. The only weird thing was the conveyor belts were being weird for us. And Giant was running at like 2 miles per hour, right? So
Yeah, and some other people were having the problem with the conveyors too. So
well, also people were having fatal errors as well, deleting objects and things like that. We have noticed in the Discord people are having issues with that as well. But that was an old problem that was fixed a few times, and now it's back again. So no clue. And they also did change things with the multiplayer because they wouldn't have, if they didn't change things, we wouldn't have the all the dirt different for different people, and dirt changes and stuff was definitely changed. It's just what's causing the problem.
The trommels are spinning for me now.
Yeah.
that's just a desync thing. We kind of have a rough idea what causes that. What could be causing it is just general desync an issue, or it could also be a corruption issue because of memory. Who knows? That's what makes finding memory leaks such a pain in the butt.
Yeah, well, hopefully the crashing will determine a couple things, right?
Yeah.
So did we just want to run this, or what do we just want to run for a little while longer and then save it and then send the save in and send your report in, Grumpy, and then go try out some other worlds for the day? So today's not like a total, you know.
Yeah.
Please let the stream see some cool stuff.
My problem is I could see an hour of just rewriting my report. you know how I am about that crap. I rewrite it 20 times.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. But right now I have just kind of rough notes.
Yeah, invisible conveyors has been going on for a really long time. Yeah. Agree, Brian. It's been going on for quite a bit in MP. And the not seeing the balls and stuff like that fall from the conveyor, the dirt, this has been going on since we were on season 5.
Yeah.
It's been going on. Yeah, the memory's starting to climb again. But it's climbing from a higher low point since I didn't close the game.
Yeah.
But no shuttering yet. I wonder at what point the shuttering happens. Hard to tell, but because, well, we're... But we did get those crash reports, though, so that'll help out a little bit. Should help kind of isolate the issue. But who knows as well, Grumpy, they could have changed something since they did the all the changes to the multiplayer for how things are saved and recorded. So there could be an issue with the deco being a problem. You know what I mean? There could be an issue with those things that were, because it's all new. Changed.
Yeah.
Blackfoot, dude, thank you much for that Prime, dude. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. There's so many variables. We'll leave it up to the devs. That's what they do. Our job is just to try to get any data and make sense of it at all, so they can look into it and see what it is and stuff like that, right? Sure, they'll get it fixed. You know?
Yeah. I mean, the best we can do is just test as many variables and see if there's particular variables that make it happen more often than not.
Well, what do you guys want to do for the rest of the day then? I think we've got enough data there, right, Grumpy?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we got enough data. Do you guys want to go... You want me just to log in single player and go show you guys some mines and then take a little break and come back and play some World of Warships? Or... Everybody says wows. Shane's like, wows. That way I can take a break, go check on Dopey, get the stream ready for World of Warships, and Grumpy can write up the report and stuff like that. So what I'll do is I'll just log on single player and show these guys the worlds. Or do we need any more multiplayer testing?
I think we're good at this point, unless they can point us to something. I mean, I think we've done enough. I think, maybe maybe they can look at stuff and say, we need you guys to test this more, or
But that would have to be after the holiday season.
that would have to be, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we did enough to where they can find what it is. Maybe get an update out before holiday, but it is late for them already now, so we'd have to get that out now. Yeah, let me go ahead and close this down, guys. Should I just drop a save real quick, or get all the dump trucks unloaded and then I'll drop a save, or not worry about it, I guess. Bench is almost completed, but yeah. I'm from New Zealand. Love your stream. Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate that. Yeah, so what we're going to do, so today was just kind of like a testing day to see if we could figure out the memory leaks and stuff like that. Thank you guys very much for being patient and stuff like that. And all the guys that come in to help and stuff like that. I'm going to try to jump on some of my older saves and just kind of show some people stuff, and then I'll be taking a little bit of a break, and I will be going to check on Dopey, and then I'm going to jump on and play some tips with everybody for the rest of the night.
Let me eat some more of your missiles.
Eat some more torpedoes. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get all the trucks ran and get them put away and get them dumped in, then I'll drop the saves here. So kind of a weird little day. At least you guys got a little bit more out of ore. Sorry it was all testing oriented. Sometimes you just got to get those.
Giant is killing that wall.
There's quite a few people that play the game on the NMC Discord. Oh my goodness. Born just went airborne.
Got the truck empty.
That's not how you get to the dump, Born.
Thanks, bro. We gotta clean up now. Thanks, bro. Hey, take it easy, iced tea. I'll say if we don't catch you guys, we'll guys here. I'm not gonna save it right now. Let's just don't worry about it. I'll just leave it where it was, and I'm gonna load into a single player save. So go back to the main menu real quick here, guys. See if I have my other saves loaded up. I don't need to do it because I'm just gonna do it in single player. They have my saves in this hard mode. Hey, we got that one. Oh. All right, this is the mega quarry. This is the one that the big boy. This is the big boy. This was the one that was a viewer challenge. And it's the one where we started in all hard mode settings. We had all the crafting and everything like that we had to do. Taking its sweet time. I probably should have closed the game completely. My memory is just like game has built up some memory. But we'll still show this one off there. It's fun. Oh, see, started some drone. All right. Well, we removed pretty much all of the top of this mountain going along this ridge line, right? Then we benched it down. We had initial mine site over here. We came up the hill. We were moving the mine, or the ridge. It was like a little ridge there, and we cut. There was a mountain right there that was taller than the that building there by far, probably almost double the height. So we removed all that, sectioned it all out. We started backstripping this way over here, and coming back along since we're trying to work on one side of the quarry at a time. And we have like a little, this is our wash plant over here. We actually started off with a underground setup. And we built a pad. We have a processing thing. There was a building here, but we kind of removed the building. And we have our drive-through dump station here, which separates it out into multiple lines separated. And then we have everything kicked off to the side. So when the big giant 400 haul truck comes down here, dumps, it evenly dumps across all of the belts. That way the truck, this thing can process a full truck. This thing can process a full truck and sell all the dirt and process it into its in the correct boxes, all before the truck can go from there to dump to back, and then another truck is grabbed and dumped in. It can process all of it. So we don't have any backup or anything like that. Nothing. It will completely process everything and put it into containers on that side and this side. And then we have our auto selling dirt trench right here that dumps into the sell point there, so we don't have to deal with our dirt in our system. So this thing is a absolute monster. This is pretty much what we use with the Hornet in season 4 and 5 that I built. This is just modified to be a dirt destroying machine without digging with big giant conveyor belts, right? So this plant will handle anything we can throw at it. Even if we have multiple truck drivers driving from that station over there, which I'm going to go ahead and jump into and go explain that station. And there's a full video we did on making it. So check out the station up here. We actually did a video for this. So it's a time-lapse video of the full build and kind of like a teeny breakdown, but you kind of get the hint. Built silos on the back side that are just for kind of like visuals. But this is auto dirt recirculation. So there you would see dirt falling from the dirt. You see them on this one here. So it falls into the little trench, collects, and anything that doesn't get loaded into a truck goes out, up the belt, and into the last truck. And if this last truck is not there, well, what happens is it just falls straight in. The thing gets recycled again. So all we have to do is jump into a truck, pull the truck back, and as you can see, now it starts to load, right? So we normally have, reason why we did this is we have a central dumping location, and all the material gets brought to this location and conveyed up to here and stored in these belts. Like this. And that person's job is to run and manage this facility. So we can have one person in charge of 4 haul trucks. That way everybody else can be down working in the pit. Okay, so everybody else can be down here working, and this is what we've excavated so far. So we ended up building a little thing that goes up the side. We put the WL name on the side of the building, window lickers. We pretty much built everything on this on here. And this is, like I was saying, this is the cut so far. Like I was telling you guys, this was our first cut, technically, was this big cut here. And it's bigger than the other mine you guys are watching. That's what I'm saying. This thing is insane compared to how big the other thing is. And just think, the mine is going to be, it's going to go all the way around here. We're going to do the same thing to this ridge line here as we did over here. And we're going to bring it down and bench it all down to a flat layer until we get everything to a flat layer. Then we're going to start going down like we did with the other mine. So we got to get all the walls and everything like that mined out first. Get everything down to a certain point. We're going to do the same thing. Yep. That's what this thing looks like. It's a beast. It's an absolute beast. But this thing needs to be adjusted to a little bit too, Grumpy, at the sell point.
Yeah.
So we actually have locations where they drop on. So we'll be like, okay, don't drop on the same belt line every time. And this is where your truck tires go on these right here. So that way when you dump it, we know it dumps into certain lines. So every time you come back with a new dump, if you're a bottom truck, you go to haul, you're going to put your back tire on like this one, this one, this one. That way, you know, it'll go into, see how it goes, gold, color coded for drivers. But we're going to flip that around because that way we don't have to have them do it at all. It's like the big wash plant over there where everything comes in, you just drive over them horizontally. So that way the feed system works better. Issues, things like that, right? But yeah, you see it. This cut is massive, and that mountain was massive, and it makes it makes the quarry that we're in right now look small when you're here. Right? So you think this is the diameter here. It's gonna be pretty good size. It's gonna be at least 5 times bigger. At least 5 times bigger than the other mine. So we just took a break from this one because we grinded a majority of this top out up here, top of this mountain ridgeline that's gone. The ridgeline was more up here, past the top of this section. It was big. We did all that from scratch with like little equipment. We started to save with pickaxes, worked our way all the way up. And so this one was it was a fun one. We actually let me grab these pickup truck. Drive over to the yes. We actually made a racetrack for the mid-season finale of this save. We were driving around on the trucks, and we had to go down and around the course, and in a sense, what we had to we'd all start like the finish line, starting line, and we had to drive down and over this which kind of turned into a jump. We had to drive around here, up. I put a little couple speed bumps in here to throw people off a little bit. With a little speed bump here. That's the one that got people because it flips you off to the side, so you have to slow down for it. Then you would drive down our ramp, turn, and then back onto the thing again. Then we kind of had like a little fun mid-season race. We'll be back to this save, so just want to take a little bit of break for it. And mine rescue's been really fun and stuff. But we started here. This is where we started. We started in the underground with this underground mine. We got down into bedrock. We needed the materials, and we couldn't. Every so many blocks, we had to reinforce things too. So that was kind of fun. We ended up abandoning the underground mine because we know that there's a save limit, right? So who won? Getting chat messages. Okay, sorry. Lots of building to do in the underground. Yeah. Who won? Who won? Who was that? Who it was at this point? We ran a couple races.
Oh, I don't remember who won.
Certainly wasn't me.
Did Gunner win one? I'm thinking Gunner won one, but I'm not sure.
See some bare walls. Sadly, this save will be too big for us to deco the walls. It'll be one we kind of have to. We might actually have to come in here and rip down the underground mine completely as well too, and bare bone this one and design some of these things in here. Now that we've learned some of the limitations of the game, and it's more about mining, and we might have to super slippery, dude. Thank you much for that sub as well. Okay, so that's this save. That's kind of this is the quarry save that we're talking about. If you guys haven't seen it, this is going to be the big boy, right? So I don't know if we're gonna be able to complete it, but we're gonna give it a shot, and it's gonna be fun trying. But now we're gonna take you to one of the biggest saves in the game. Yeah. We have mine rescue. We have the let's see here. We have the viewer hard mode challenge one. We have season 4. This one might take me. There is a few workarounds, but right now it's not that big of a deal because only a handful of us players have even hit it. You'll probably never hit it unless you just go nuclear bomb crazy. You'll probably never hit it as a single player. It'll take so long they'll probably torch the saves before most players would even hit that limit. So that damn save. This is the save, the infamous save. The infamous save that the Darksider, one of the developers, absolutely despises when I send it to him. Holy moly.
That's still a pretty save.
It's a beautiful save. It's a beautiful save. These port cranes are to scale, and same with the ship. It is these are Panamax 80s to 90s era cranes, port cranes. And they just said they are to scale. This boat is also to scale as well. So it was a massive. We built these things. It was just insane. And then, so the original idea of this save was, so we built all that, right? And there's these water blocks go on forever. I'll take you to. We stretched all the way out as far as we could go that way. There's about 2.5 million water blocks just up here alone. I built a little marina and things like that over here on this side. I have to get a way to kind of show you guys the scale of this. It's insane. I'll go over there. Little marina over here with a underground path that goes to the mountain. It's all decoed. There's like a little boat. There's like a nature preserve area here with walkways and things like that. That couple little general buoys out there. We built a little boat. This was all done. Most of this over here from the viewable camera area was pretty much done by just me in season 4, all from scratch and all with hard mode settings and modified kind of real gameplay. So put all the decking in. Most of these curves and corners were all put in before free place was even a thing. How long did this take? Season 4 was about 320 hours by myself. With a little bit of work from Grumpy coming in placing some water blocks. And then, so yeah, built the marina. Then season 5, we started, let's see here. CST George as well. All this is decoed in kind of like a little nature preserve thing, right? A little marina in here. Deco this all up, put a little bar inside here. Oh gosh. Put a little bar in here, a little area. There's like a little rooftop area. There's vending machines and stuff like that in here. Built a little walk path tunnel to get through here. So there's no way to get over here with a vehicle. So when I built this thing, I started in stages. So we'll take you kind of through the beginning of it. Oh, you're only seeing a part of it yet. Oh gosh. Some of these guys haven't seen this. Oh man. So there is a road right here, right? That went down. And I had to build this road, and I will explain why in a second. It's all closed off now. This is an old access road. It went down this way. I guess let me go ahead and run over there. I'll show you kind of like some part of the hidden past of it. So these guys wouldn't. This was a viewer challenge. The season 4 was a viewer challenge, where the players determined how I did things. So, oops. There we go. So this is the original road that went down, right? So this water was never here. There was never water blocks, right? So this was pre the deco pack coming out. I had the deco pack a long time before everybody else got it, because I was testing it and doing footage for the game and stuff like that. But we were waiting for it to come out. But this was the original road that I built down here. Built a nice little gravel road, and I came down into here because I had to tunnel. If I was building a dam, I needed to divert the water. You have to divert water. So pretty much what I was doing was I was just going, hey guys, you just got to imagine that there's water out here. There's a river, right? And I got to divert it. So they made me say I had to make a diversion tunnel. So this diversion tunnel goes, and so they made me use a tunneler, but I couldn't use belts. So I had to fill little rock trucks, the little underground tunneler, and I had to bring it out here. And I actually made a fill station for the big trucks. But reason why this thing is dug out here is because the water level originally was down here, and it flew through the diversion tunnel, and there was almost 80,000 blocks out there filling up this little river, and then the diversion tunnel went through here, right? What's up, Gaming with Hawk? How you doing, man? So I dug through here, and I went all the way through the mine. And I tunneled through to make a diversion tunnel for the water to come out like they would do if you're building a dam, right? I went through, and I went through the whole thing in stages, like you would if you were doing it in real life, right? You got to divert the water, you got to shore up the phase, you got to excavate the areas that need to put in big giant cement columns. I went through all of that stuff in stages, right? So, and then it popped out over here where I was going to be building the dam. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into drone again. Saw what was underneath there. And this was the main town where I decoed all this up. Put the watchtower in. These are all supposed to be painted road red, black. This was my big giant building with a crane. So every time I was going to be building something, I built a crane, so it looked like I was assembling the building. So then over here was the original wash plant. You'd have to check back to see the old Hornet wash plant and my safe vault and things like that. There was a big wash plant sitting here for a long time until we moved over to the other wash plants. There's actually a tailings pond here as well too. And this building area was for some reason the paint got knocked off of it, and we removed all the smelters and everything from this building. This building was actually going to be turned into a starship factory, because the next season 5 was supposed to be, we excavate that whole mountain in the background, and we were going to be building 2-scale starship launch towers, Mechazillas, 2-scale SpaceX rockets save. But since we can't excavate anymore and the save file is so big, kind of had to stop that. And you're only seeing part of the build. The kind of the crazy part is down here. So the dam is a multi-stage dam. It's kind of a cross between Three Gorges and a couple other, like a little bit of a Hoover Dam too as well. And yeah, went a little hard, bros. You know what I mean? Like, yep. Went a little crazy. You check the scale, go all the way down in this hole. It's like, what? Yeah. So it's kind of insane. I can say it. It's just we can't, like, obviously go crazy and break chat with everything too. So, combination of everything. But yeah, so this was kind of simulation after the Hoover, and then the Three Gorges kind of at the top. And then season 5, we stretched over and started removing this when multiplayer came out, and then you guys could actually finally come in and start helping me. But this takes people like 10 minutes to save and load. And every time somebody DC'd, it would just take forever. And then a lot of people couldn't even play on it, just causing too much performance issues and things like that. So see, we started benching out the side of this mountain so we could build the SpaceX launch towers. Here, we actually had another crane, a fourth crane, which was the test prop crane. It was kind of where these two barges are at over here. And so yeah, this is about 20 million assets into the world. It's about roughly what it is. It doesn't seem like it, but it's very deceiving because this is all to kind of scale. This is all to real life scale, right? So so we actually have our sell points were like this. So we had these big giant barges, and we have two barges. So what we were simulating is taking the mountain out, and we built these little cranes right here. This little crane to kind of hold up the thing for the processing barge, and we made a processing barge that held our wash plant. That's why we got rid of the Hornet, and we called this the Super Hornet. You know, so we went through and redecoed everything and redesigned everything to be a little bit more industrial, like realistic looking, and we actually made barges. So we call this the Copperhead, because that's why we did it copper and silver. Then we had these boats typically that are like this, these processing barges. These things that you see overshooting over to the other boat, they actually swivel over and stack. They actually can move over, stack horizontally on the boat. Right, so we ended up making sell points / containers this to simulate selling a barge and shipping it off somewhere else. So we wanted to make our shipping port. Right? Then we were going to do our SpaceX facility over there and build the mega towers, and going to put. So the idea for the save was, yeah, here I'll scroll out. Yeah, so we were going to go and put all this water and fill all this water in down here, go around the valley, and then we're going to put a lock system in, a big locks, and we're going to put a couple more big boats out here and then we were going to make a train system that went along the mountainside through the canyons and stuff like that, and we're going to put a train system in, big giant like processing like type facility, decorate that all up, and then big bridge that went from this side here over top, like a big giant bridge. That way, like you can see it go from there to the other side, have like the boats could go underneath of it, but it just kind of pooped out. We couldn't dig anymore. It's kind of like, well, it takes so long to load and can't dig anymore. So every time we dig for like an hour and then go to hit save, and then everybody just crashes. So we kind of hit that limit. Yeah, if the devs locked everything to play, but like I said, I don't want to do that because then people are going to go to Christian and start crying. Oh, you give Split preferential treatment. That's unfair. Boo-hoo. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. It already happens all the time. And I just don't want to deal with it. And I don't want them to have to deal with the drama. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just stupid. I don't want to deal with it. I mean, I really don't. It is what it is. I would love to continue working on the save and push it out and build my idea of what I wanted to do. And you know what I mean? Like, and make it something really cool. But unfortunately it died here, you know? So I just don't want to deal with it. I already got people going to the developers trying to cause drama. Stupid reason. Don't want to deal with it, you know? I just don't want to deal with it.
You done with that work for the day?
What's that?
I said, are you done with that work for the day?
Yeah, we'll be done with out of board today. I want to do a chair. We'll be doing some World of Warships here in a little bit. I'm gonna go check on Dopey and stuff like that. She's kind of like she's been doing too much, so she's been doing too much. Yeah, she's not crawling out of bed very well today, so I told her to relax and take some medication and just chill out and hang out.
All right, I'm going to drag these guys out of the streaming channel, and if you guys want to play World of Warships, we can get back into that in a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. You guys have been awesome. Thank you guys. Like I said, thank you guys very much for helping testing today and sending Grumpy those logs. Kind of just wanted to show you guys all this stuff. And holy port. Yeah. So we figured we'd end it with a little bit of a juicy content for you guys. Some of you guys haven't seen this stuff. But I will be back to playing Out of Ore. I do not think I'll be playing tomorrow. I think I'll be playing some other games and stuff like that, and or getting ready to spend time with the family and stuff like that. I'm not sure. Well, most likely I'll come on and play a little bit of that, but I do have some work to do in the house. Help Dopey. Dopey's kind of down now. Dopey's been excited to get family over for the holidays. She's been busting her butt. So, yeah, of course, I come back and miss all the goodies. Yeah, so it's been a good one. Thank you guys for the help. Sorry, it's like I said, sorry for a little awkward stream. This was kind of like a bug hunt stream today, so appreciate your guys' help. I truly do appreciate it. And then all you guys who subscribed today and all the donations and stuff like that, much love to all you guys. Appreciate that. As always, we'll try to play no Out of Ore tomorrow unless special requests from developers again. Lance, you're funny, but probably. You guys know me. I want to help out and get these things going. But unless we get special directions, most likely there will not be an Out of Ore. So, yeah, like I said, a lot of these guys want to play games. There was a lot of people upset today that weren't playing chips from the beginning. But we're gonna get into that in a little bit. Take a little bit of a break for a little. I'll be right back. Yeah, that's what's going on. You guys have a great one. And if we don't catch you tomorrow or in the next stream, a little bit, catch you guys after the holidays. We'll be fired back up. Get into the game. Get all your stuff set up. Daniel, thank you very much for that. Subscribe. And everybody else, like I was saying, thank you guys very, very much. If your notification didn't pop up, it's probably because you guys hit the one on the vertical, and those ones I don't think pop up. YouTube and all the other chat programs have a problem tracking multiple streams. So, yep. But you guys are awesome, dudes. And it's always a pleasure streaming with you guys. And thank you guys very much yesterday, once again, for distracting me with the toe surgery before stream. So much love, everybody. And be safe out there. Like I said, if we don't catch you, be safe, dudes. There's no hurry. No drinking and driving. Be safe going to visit your guys' families. Have a very, very, very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays or whatever you celebrate or whatever you believe in. Much love to everybody. We'll catch you guys here soon. Peace out, dudes. See you soon. See you here soon.